Smash JT in the tub with the flow, dropping hot takes, watch the channel grow. When the red bangers hit, the lights all glow. Chat goes wild, everybody knows it's that moment. Can you feel it rise? Hot train burning, fire in the eyes. From the cult of Tub, the chant explodes. The legend lives, the story grows. Let's fucking go! Raise your glass, let the bangers roll. We steal the show. Smash JT's fire gonna hold. From lawsuits dropped to streams on fire, the tub's the truth, the takes inspire. He calls out fraud, yeah, we all know, but the realest words are yeehaw, let's go! Let's fucking go! Raise your glass, let the bangers roll. We steal the show, Smash JT's fire overflow. Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Let the bangers blow. Let's fucking go! Raise your glass, let the bangers roll. We steal the show, Smash JT's fire gonna flow. Let's fucking go!
At TDS Therapy, we know your pain. Trump derangement syndrome is not a joke. Get the help you need with TDS Therapy. We are here for you. And remember, Trump is your president. Get your dose of copiates to help you cope with the pain now.
Everything's gonna be alright.
Sponsored and brought to you by Any Memes. Where the more you fuck around, the more you will find out.
This is fine! This is totally fine! Why are you just standing there, Hypnotic? Shit, this is struggle bus! Shit! No! What the hell? It's not my fault, it was Hypnotic! I'm being set up!
Every damn time.
There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off, fuck that. Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what?
Fucking pronouns! I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Current fucking day! Fuck off! We can't see past our own fucking reflection. That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda. Twat waffle! That's all you fucking are! Twat waffle! Fuck off! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! You're boring! You're fucking dull! You have nothing to say! Fuck your immersion! Guess what? Fucking pronouns! You take everything we love and you just can't help! Shovel! You are dog shit! Fucking crap!
is going on, guys? Welcome to a Monday edition of the Struggle Bus Smashcast. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone had a good weekend. I know I promised you guys I would watch Alien. I watched Alien. And I think the last time I watched it, I was like 8, so I didn't remember anything. Pretty good movie. Pretty good. I feel like everyone talks it up so much that my expectations were way too high going in for it. Came out of it, I was like, yeah, it's good. It is a good movie. It's a very good movie. A very good movie. I don't know if I'd say great movie. Everyone says Alien's like the best horror movie ever. I'm like, it's good. I still prefer Event Horizon by a mile. Everyone always talks about Alien, though. No one ever talks about Event Horizon. Event Horizon is so fucking good. I know it's not Ridley Scott, but still, I mean, and I saw Jerry Goldsmith made the music in Alien, and Jerry Goldsmith made the music in one of my favorite movies of all time, in Rudy. And I was like, man, Jerry Goldsmith was making some banger tracks back in the day. So, but yeah, no, it's good. Multi C Little says Aliens is better. Okay, so I don't think I've ever seen Aliens, so I will be watching. It's on sale right now because it's not streaming. It's not on any streaming service. So I went to go rent it, and the rental price was $3.99. And I was like, sure, I'll rent it. And it's like special offer to buy now for $4.99. And I was like, shit. I mean, I might as well buy it for $1 more. I mean, it's Alien. What if I love it? So I went to go buy it, and then it was like, oh, special value. And I'm like, oh my God, in for a penny, in for a pound on Apple and Amazon right now, at least as far as last night. I don't know if it's still on sale, but $5 per movie for the entire series of all the Alien movies, including like Prometheus and all the other ones. $30 for 6 movies. And I was like, motherfucker, I just wanted to rent the first one for $4. I ended up spending $30 buying all of them. Because I'm like, I know I'm going to watch them, so I might as well buy them while they're on sale. So yeah, they fucking got me. They wrote me in with it. I'm like, God damn it. Usually everything is streaming on one, like I have HBO Max, that's through AT&T. I don't even pay for it. And usually everything's on HBO Max for that kind of stuff. Nope. And it wasn't on, my wife has the Amazon Prime. It wasn't on Amazon Prime. My wife has Netflix. Wasn't on Netflix. I'm like going through everything of like, it's not streaming on fucking anything. It was so annoying. So yeah, I got trapped into it. Event Horizon is Silent Hill in space. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Smash, did I hear about Gavin Newsom? How do you do, fellow blacks? Yes, I did. Yes. Only the first 2 are good. I hear people say that some of the other ones are pretty good too. There's a lot of controversy after the first 2, though. Most people agree universally the first 2 are the good ones. Disney owns them now. They were not on Disney. Did I even check Disney? Fuck my life. I don't think I even checked Disney. They're probably on Disney Plus. God damn it. Anyways, watched Alien, but not playing Lunar, huh? I mean, to be fair, play Lunar, Thomas. I needed a moment. You know what I mean? Like, it's been go for what feels like months on end. I'm like, I'm just gonna take a day for myself and go to the hot tub, watch a movie in the hot tub, just relax. I haven't done that in probably 3 months. It's been a while. So I know Sergeant Sapien, for the love of God, cancel Disney Plus, which I plan on. I tried to go cancel Disney Plus. Here's the full story. I tried to cancel it. It's convoluted as fuck to cancel it. You can't cancel it from the app on your phone or from the TV if you bought it on the computer. You have to go to the website on the computer, follow a bunch of convoluted steps. It took me literally like a half an hour to figure out how to cancel Disney Plus. They make it so confusing. I finally got to the page where I need to cancel it. I click cancel and they're like, are you sure? And I click yes. And it goes, okay, one more step before you cancel. We're willing to offer you 3 months at half price. And I'm like, motherfuckers. And we just started watching that new Marvel show, and it's pretty good. And I'm like, you know what? That show is pretty good. I'll re-up for the 3 months for the half price just to watch that show. Then I'm swearing it off. I swear I'm done with it at that point. Yeah, they keep trapping me. I can't. They know how to get you. So anybody in the chat right now, I'm telling you, even if you don't admit that you pay for Disney Plus, go cancel it. They will give you 3 months half off right now. You go do it. Go listen to the real life fake wizard. Go cancel Disney Plus. Save yourself half off for 3 months. Then cancel it. Dust off my pirate hat. See, I used to sail the seas more than anybody. It became so convoluted, so much shit to wade through. All the sites I was using were it was a shit show. I'm sure I could figure it out, but it got to the point where I'm like, I don't have the time. I used to have all the time in the world to just sail the high seas, pirate, and do all that shit. It's like nowadays, if it's on one of the streaming services, here's the other thing, by the way. My wife watches a lot of this garbage from these streaming stuff. So it's like, well, shit. At least like we have it through that. Okay. If she didn't watch it, then we wouldn't have it. So that's the other thing. Pirating Disney is a moral obligation. Yep. There's a site that shows everything, says it's Sir Jew. I'm sure there is. But anyways, so that was part of my weekend. What did I even fucking do today? Oh, I went to meet my brother and had lunch with him today. It was really nice. It was funny because in San Diego it was 88 degrees here today. Meanwhile, I was talking to my parents on the East Coast, and shout out to anyone on the East Coast here tonight, especially Northeast, getting fucking pounded by the snow, like 7 inches in an hour, I think. Like, holy shit, it's crazy. So stay safe, stay warm. It was crazy. The dichotomy difference between Massachusetts and San Diego today was comical. Cause like I'm out in the sun having some pizza and a beer, and I'm like sweating. And I was talking to my mom. It's like snowing, freezing. They're basically locked into their house. They can't even you can't even open the door because there's too much snow. Like across the entire area. It's crazy. Making national news. So Play Lunar says I live in Maine and we got nothing. Well, there's supposed to be another storm tomorrow or in 2 days. You'll probably get hit by that. But that's wild. That's wild. King Alucard says, I only recommend Alien Romulus if you turn your brain off and if you played the game Alien Isolation, because there's a lot of connections to that game of the film. I have not played Alien Isolation. Isolation was one of those games that I think I bought the collector's edition on clearance for like $7 or $10. It came with the statue and everything. And it was because everyone shit on it when it came out because all the journals shit on it. So I just assumed this is back in the day where I was like, oh, it must be a shitty game. So I just never played it. I just got it for the statue. So that's actually one of the moments when I started like, wait a second. I need to actually start listening to people that play these games before I do to make sure I want to play them instead of the journos. So, but yeah, I feel bad about New York. Almost. Soul burner. I quit Disney Plus after the first season of The Mandalorian. Mandalorian first season was pretty good. It was pretty good. Isolation would be a great game for you to play on stream. I add it to the list, the never-ending backlog, right? Anyways, let's get to the hellos and the welcomes because we got so much to talk about tonight. Mostly Xbox shit. There's so much Xbox shit. It's crazy. Breaking news of the Xbox creator talking about how he believes they are sunsetting the Xbox brand. And they brought this Asha chick in to usher that in with AI and kind of migrate over to whatever, whether it be game studios only or selling them off. But the Xbox as we knew it is dead. Oh, Smash JT tonight, by the way. It's good shit. It's been a while. We got first one into the 64. Hail Smash, hail chat, except Mercante. She can go pound sand. Welcome into the 64. We got King of the Monsters, Valfukenhala, oos, beaten meat. Shout out to King of the Monsters. Romanizer. We got QC, Arms Akimbo, Chaotic Holy, Legendary Mod, Sergeant Sapient, Marks Master, Thomas, Play Lunar, forget the console. The whole Xbox division is fucked. They need to stop bringing in CEOs from other industries that have zero experience in their role. Yep. We got the real wandering slacker in the house. Hello. We got Yeti46. We got It's Serju, Sacred Power, Light Ferret over on Kick, Nev G in the house. Oh yeah. Good luck with shoveling over there, man. It's I feel for you. I really do. Light Ferret also over on Rumble. We got Twilight Dragon, Yeebo, Broke Gamer, NZ, Real Guitar Thir. We got Multi C Little. We got King Alucard in the house. Toadster 464. 2K Gamer. Eric Halfabees. Soul Burner. There's Real Wandering Slacker. We got Kevy O'Serious over on Kick. Angamule. I'm not gonna get that right, am I? Karate Werewolf. Kick Dev. Dev's in the house. What's up, Dev? We got Kohim. Kohi. Hey, Kohi. We got Ray. These names are tough for me, guys. It's late. Burst in the house. Hookton Phonics. Hookton Phonics work for me. We got Ryan 489. I'm Batman. Peg Lore. Alien Breed on Amiga was good. I have never played that, nor have I even heard of it. Sparrow. Let It Snow. I think we're past Christmas. What the hell? Odin Darkle. The Horde. JG Fentworth. Moon Trustee. Tanya Raven. .zig. And the final smash tonight will be, let's see. I feel like I skipped a bunch of people. Uyama 1997. There we go. Welcome one, welcome all. Hope everyone had a great day. Mac Havoc says, I am Melissa's paralegal who lives in the Pacific Northwest, but teleworks to New York. Welcome, Mac. Oh, shit. So we got a lot to get through tonight. A lot. Mostly, like I said, mostly Xbox related stuff. And also we have some updates with the UK and Amelia that I definitely want to get to. And these stories are wild stories, like wild. Sarah Bond fired, allegedly. Phil Spencer fired, allegedly. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. But before we get to all that, always need to start it off with the precast smashers. And I see a couple of you guys right now. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. One sec.
Yeah! Before the stream even loads, you already know. Chat lights up, screen ain't live, clock still ticking, but they've arrived. Names rolling, colors flash, precast crew throwing fucking cash. Tears hot, mic's not on yet, the smashers already gone. Dropping love, dropping flame, before the show they change the game. Precast smashers, let it rain, super chats before the frame. Precast smashers, loud
Shout out to you guys. These are already out of order. Hold on a second. All right. First one in. Sergeant Sapient for the 2. Toss a coin to your grifter. Shout out to Sergeant Sapient. Absolute legend. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. And then, out of order, we got Real Wandering Slacker for the 5 banger. Says, the YouTube censors say I can't send you a clip. So check DMs, I guess. Cheers. Oh, cheers to that. And yes, I got your clip, and it is now part of my Amelia conversation because it's a banger. So thank you. Appreciate you, bro. We will definitely be chatting about that. Thank you so much, Wandering Slacker. We got Darken for the 10. Smash, have you seen the Niza movies? Just rewatched the second movie in English, and god damn, there is really a reason why it's the highest grossing animated film of all time. Never seen it. Vaguely heard of it, but never seen it. But if it's that good, holy shit, I need to check it. That was like what was the other one? Was it Wonder Boy? There was another anime. I can't remember what it was called, but I never watched it. And there was another one too with that anime girl. It was like computer graphic animated. It was just the name of the movie was her name. I can't remember what it was called. Oh, Astro Boy was the first one I was thinking of. Thank you. It's Sergio. I never saw Astro Boy, but people said that was awesome. And what's the other one with that computer graphic animated girl? It's just her name. I never saw it. Yes. Alita. Is it Alitalia? I thought it was Alita. But it's something like that. Attila? I thought it was Alita. Yeah, Alita. Yeah. That's the one. I heard that was great too. I never saw that either. So there's so many movies that I want to see and have not. And those are on my list for sure. So yes. I love how people too, by the way, every time I talk about a movie I didn't see, they're like, how have you not seen that? I'm like, people don't realize I've seen so many fucking movies. I'm like, I guarantee I've probably seen more movies than you have. It's just, there's a couple movies I haven't seen that everyone's like, oh my God, you have to see that one. So yes, I will. Darken's still going for a 5, though definitely part of that is because of the Chinese viewers in China. Goated family movies though, probably. Is that true? Niza family movie? I mean, if it's not dubbed, my kids will not have an attention span for it. So we need to watch the dubbed ones. But we will check it. Thank you again, Darken. Appreciate you. Tanya says, Alita was great. I hear that. I saw the Superman last movie. I saw that. I thought it was pretty good. I feel like people shit on that really quick. And I'm like, it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. It wasn't like the best movie ever, but I was like, it was exactly what I expected. I was like, yeah, it was fun. I didn't have any problem with it. We got the Nerdy Mechanic coming through with the 5 gifted subs. Let's fucking go.
Yes, subs!
And of course, with the first 5 gifts.
Baby, the McRib is back and it's looking sexy. Drop and make rib sauce. Yeah, it's getting messy. You like McRib. It's carnivore lit. The McRib. Get that McRib drip. McRib drip. Get that McRib drip.
Shout out to Nerdy Mechanic. Absolute legend. Thank you for all the support. You rock. Appreciate you. We got Twilight Dragon, another legend in the house for the California 10 says, if I could say the N-word at the BAFTAs, I'd be so happy. So that whole situation cracked me the fuck up because there's so many people that want to, like the wokies and the language police want to police that person so bad, but it crosses into their ideology of, oh, they're somebody that is unable to help themselves. They're at a disadvantage in this world. They're so torn. They're like, how are we supposed to? Does not compute. How can we? Oh shit, that was great. Thank you again, Twilight Dragon. We got Tanya Raven for the 5. As an Xbox user since the start, this news makes me super depressed. I only hope PlayStation survive. I'd hate to rely on Nintendo for gaming. I am on the record for predicting that 5 to 10 years, probably 5 years, closer to 5 years from now, it's just going to be Steam PC and Nintendo. That's it. Sony's going to be out. Xbox, Microsoft's going to be out. It's just going to be Nintendo and PC. Nintendo will never change. Nintendo will never go to PC. They will never give 30% of sales to Gabe. They will never. It's not in their DNA. And in a weird way, I don't mind that. I almost think that's a good thing. I think exclusives are important. It builds brand loyalty. It makes you want to buy the platform that those games are on. I don't know where we lost that, but I think Sarah Bond would be a good place to start. So, yeah. But thank you for the 5. Appreciate you, Tanya. And we got Darken for the 2. Additionally, Sun Wukong's Ruyi Jingu Bang is in 2. The fuck? Is that even English? I don't understand. But thank you for the 2. Sun Wukong's Ruyi Jinju Bang is in 2. Got it. Thank you, sir. Oh, shit. Honestly, I don't have an issue with Nintendo exclusivity. It's their anti-consumer shit that puts me off 100%. Same here. Same here. It says Magic Cudgel. That's over my head. It's in 2. It's in 2 what? What do you... Power pole. The growing stuff. Okay, I got you. But what's the is in 2 part? I understand it's the staff. Second movie. Okay. Oh, it's in the sequel. Okay. Oh, you ran out of letters to write in the sequel, so you said in 2. Okay, that's why I was confused. Gotcha. Okay. You understand why I was confused, right? John Wukong. Shit. Sergeant Savior says we're at 6124 for the precast. Appreciate you guys. We are working on trying to get to a 4-day tier 2 streak, which would be insane. But hey, if anything, aiming to keep the wall alive. I appreciate all you guys. As far as tonight's stream, probably going to be around a 3.5 hour stream. I'm guessing could be longer, could be shorter. I don't know if we're going to get to tactics tonight. I would love to. Trust me, I would love to. But I don't know. We're going to play it by ear. Okay. We are all caught up and ready to go. Bring it up here. We'll start with this one. I think this is there's so many things. Like so much stuff happened over the weekend, by the way, that I was tempted to go live last night, but I'm like, nope. I need a day to relax. We will cover this on the stream tomorrow. But man, I was really itching to talk about this. Luna says, before you go to sleep, play tactics so you can play Lunar. I know. Eventually. I'll try my best. I mean, here's the other thing. Wifey works tomorrow, so I need to wake up very early again tomorrow for the kids in school. So I already know that going into it, that it's going to be brutal for me. But we will see. Like I said, we will see. Okay. We'll start with this one. First off, I need some tea. Hold on. All right, we'll start here. I mentioned in a previous video about how it was very odd that Sarah Bond was being just removed from Microsoft's Xbox division as president. And out of the blue stepping down without any kind of conversation about it. And we're starting to get some clarity from the conversations around it. I said on X, Sarah Bond fired? New report sheds light on Xbox leadership fallout, and it doesn't paint Sarah Bond in a flattering picture. The highly regarded Xbox Anywhere push was her vision. The widely mocked "This is an Xbox" campaign was also her brainchild and reportedly frustrated and even offended people internally. Insiders say the writing had been on the wall for both Bond and Phil Spencer for quite some time, which we'll get to Phil towards the end of this coverage. But some employees are allegedly relieved she's no longer at the helm. And this was a bombshell report dropped by The Verge, breaking the news down. But before I even get to the story, Nib says, I want to add, this tweet is not him absolving Sarah Bond, because he talked about this as well. He said, my tweet is not absolving Sarah Bond of blame. All the Xbox execs clearly have a hand in Xbox's woes. I just find some of the specific points of blame raised in the article and the degree of scapegoating questionable for reasons outlined. In the end, I believe wider issues resulted in the slow demise of Xbox as a console, long predating Sarah Bond's tenure as a head. I strongly disagree with this, by the way. I look at someone being in charge, president of a division, a company, a platform, whatever the hell they're the president of. They are the one at the helm in charge of, if it was heading down a bad direction, to change the direction, re-steer it onto a better path. Sarah Bond, if anything, pressed the gas pedal down harder and drove faster into that wall. From years of poor studio management and release quality and cadence, horrible marketing, PC day and date, and play anywhere. Again, this is Sarah Bond allegedly and her brainchild. So you can try to blame Microsoft and the Xbox division. She was the president pushing these things, diluting both exclusivity, console priority, and the need to buy an Xbox, hardware decisions, and split SKU to aggressive Game Pass over console push and the sales cannibalization and devaluation of traditional models it brought with it, overzealous acquisitions, and plenty more. By the way, I'll be on the record saying the Activision Blizzard King purchase for, what was it, like $79 billion or something insane like that. That is going to go down in history as one of the worst company purchases in history. Like, so much money blown and unrecoverable on a brand that is making decent money, but they will never make that money back. They will never make that money back on it. This is an Xbox campaign that Sarah Bond potentially spearheaded was indeed absolutely terrible and no doubt accelerated woes. But it was the cherry on top of a mountain of bad decisions and management from Xbox going back generations. Again, strongly disagree. Strongly disagree. Was it on a bad path before her? Yes, I'd agree with that. But that's like saying she doesn't have any control over it because when she took the helm, she was set up to fail, and no matter what she did, it was going to crash and burn. That's a terrible leader. If you put them in place and they can't do anything with it, then you shouldn't even be leading the company. Hell, the Series X is selling far worse than the One, which in turn sold far worse than the 360. Xbox's issues aren't new. They're just constantly evolving, and each new pivot cements that. Again, this is Sarah Bond's fault. You can play an Xbox Anywhere was her thing. That's why that Series X was selling so poorly. I even have a personal anecdote that I talk about all the time when I really wanted to play Halo Infinite because I'm a huge Halo fan. And I was like, I need to buy the Series X to be able to play this game. And I researched it. I was like, oh, it's on Windows PC. I can just buy the game on Windows. Why would I buy a Series X for this? So I never bought the Series X. I just bought it on Windows and played it there. And then never really went back to anything else Xbox because why would I? I have not pot committed to the brand anymore. It was the dumbest possible move they could have ever done. Lunduk Journal says, I've seen many people suggest that Asha Sharma being appointed to be the VP of Xbox was done by Microsoft's board of directors. While that is theoretically possible, it seems highly unlikely. Historically at the company, transfers and promotions like this, Asha Sharma, was already a Microsoft employee, are driven and approved by the hiring manager, which in this case would be Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. The board stepping in to force Nadella to make this move would be highly unusual for Microsoft, even at the VP level. And this is him talking about how people were wondering how she got the job over Sarah Bond, why Sarah Bond got pushed out, and what happened, the drama behind the scenes. And you could almost argue the building controversy happening behind the walls at Microsoft Xbox division right now after what just went down. Because I'm hearing rumors that there are people there that are not happy with what's happening right now. IGN said, a new report published by The Verge has labeled the marketing campaign as having offended many Xbox employees internally and tied it to the wider Xbox Everywhere strategy being pushed by now former Xbox exec Sarah Bond. And again, miss me with the she was set up to fail line. She failed. I was actively saying this while she was there, that she was a terrible president, terrible leader, and this was a massive mistake, a massive problem that Microsoft needed to rectify. If anything, they went the wrong direction, but they themselves even knew that it was a problem there. Pirate Nation says, Xbox president Sarah Bond speaks out after news of her Xbox departure. Quote, I've decided this is the right time for me to take my next step. What, when they're pushing you out the door, both personally and professionally. I've had the privilege of spending time with Asha over the last few weeks as we've planned for this transition. Xbox deserves this. It's almost like Sarah knows that this is going to nosedive the entire brand. And she's like, Xbox deserves this. If it can't be successful with me there, it better crash without me there. This is Hasdor Gaming. The Verge reports on Xbox leadership, people internally relieved that Sarah Bond left. Xbox Anywhere was Sarah Bond's plan. This is an Xbox ad, was her idea, and offended many internally because they knew, just like I was saying, this is the dumbest direction you could take this. This is not like a hindsight 2020. This is while it was happening, I was saying, this is the dumbest thing ever. Real life fake wizard. Xbox Anywhere was like a Snoopy Band-Aid on a bleeding jugular. Problem, Xbox games are not good enough to sell themselves nor move consoles. Solution, put Xbox games everywhere, widen the top funnel, and replace lost gamers. Why wasn't make the best games the solution? It really does make you wonder. And it doesn't end with Sarah Bond either. I want to transition a little bit over to Phil Spencer as well, because now we're getting rumors that it wasn't just Sarah that was pushed out of the company and fired, but also Phil Spencer. This is Jeff Keighley saying Phil Spencer's retiring. That's heavy quotes on that. As CEO of Microsoft Gaming, effective immediately. Asha Sharma from Microsoft will take over as CEO. Sarah Bond will depart Xbox. And Thucky Deeds says, I saw this in Dubai. When one Indian enters management, a few years down the line, the whole company becomes Indian. It does bring up some questions about what they're doing at Microsoft right now. And there are people that try and call out, oh, you can't say that. That's racist. It's like noticing a pattern is now racist. Weird. James Ack says, imagine believing he retired before the 25th anniversary. Your hero got fucking laid off. This was about 7 months before the Xbox 25th anniversary. He got ushered out the door. And this might be the first and only time I ever do this on this channel, but we are going to quote kind of funny because apparently Greg Miller has some insider information. Rebs Gaming says, during the new Kind of Funny podcast, Greg Miller said Phil Spencer's retirement was not planned. Greg said, I've been passed something that again reiterates to me, I'm not going to read it. This was not planned. And they're talking to Paris on the phone, by the way.
I've been passed something that again reiterates to me. I'm not going to read it, but like reiterates of like, oh no, this was not planned. No,
yeah,
100%. Well, I mean, people are still debating in the. I'm
That's
saying,
crazy.
Chad, if you trust us, what I'm saying this was not planned.
So It's exactly what I and many other people were postulating. Bandar Hub says, well, I'm going to let this image speak for itself. This was July 3rd, 2025. This is the state of Xbox under Phil Spencer. This is like almost 8 months ago at this point. Phil Spencer is the worst leader in gaming history. Phil Spencer has closed 6 studios. Like, people always look back at, the great times and the positives this guy did way back in the day. He was atrocious towards the end of his tenure there. Closed 6 studios, canceled multiple games, and fired nearly 7,000. This is 6,750 gaming division employees in his tenure as CEO of Xbox. Closed Arcane Austin, Lionhead, Roundhouse, Tango Gameworks, Alpha Dog, and The Initiative. Shut down Perfect Dark, Scalebound, ZeniMax's upcoming MMORPG, Blackbird, Dishonored 3, Ghostwire Tokyo 2, Hi-Fi Rush 2, Black Tusk Studios games, and key personnel that were lost all under his watch. This is like, you can't recover from this. It's so bad. News says, seeing this from a former co-founder of Obsidian is pretty funny. But what makes it more amusing is that Jez Gordon literally reported the rumors of Phil Spencer's retirement were made up. Jez is forever damage controlling with misinformation. A few of many examples. From Chris Avalon, I, Xbox Shill Supreme, was told nothing and am now here to reassure you that nothing is changing despite the changes that have occurred as a result of the current strategy. Jez Gordon, forever the champion of disappointment. Jez, hardcore wokey from, I believe, Windows Central, which is now just down to him. They fired everyone else. I'm told there's currently no changes planned to the current Xbox next-gen strategy for now. I'll have more info. Oh, it's comical. It's comical. This, by the way, people wonder what we're missing out on, what could be better. How could you turn it around? First off, remember when Xbox was peak, when they were making these games and they were highlighting this as forefront of, we know our audience, this is what we are making our games for. It's almost like they lured people in just to pull the old switcheroo and be like, time to indoctrinate with DEI and ideology. And maybe Bill Gates, Microsoft thought that they could pull one over on gamers if you get them hooked on a console enough that you could eventually start to wean them into what you want them to be thinking. But that never worked at all. Learning the Law says Xbox, before women held positions of power. Followed it up saying, the DOA limited edition literally triggered Bill Gates himself, demanding to be stopped from production, and Tomonobu Itagaki told him to fuck off or he would burn Xbox brand into ashes. The edition was saved. This is Xbox. This is the Microsoft that people are trying to defend and stand for. It's like, it's not what it was originally. It's not the Xbox we all grew up with, knew and loved. It's changed into something that is foreign to people that fell in love with it. Can it come back? No. I personally believe that the Xbox brand as we know it is dead. And I'm not even like making an exaggeration when I'm saying this is the beginning of the end of it. This is not like doom and gloom talk like, oh my God. Like, I genuinely believe that this is the beginning of Microsoft planning a retirement of the Xbox brand and potentially either completely getting out of the gaming industry altogether or staying in it as just game studios and using those games and selling them on multi-platforms. I'm not sure what direction they're going to go. And I know they said they have another console in development that they're working on right now. That might come out. I'm not going to go on the record and be like, it's not going to come. That might come out. I don't have much faith in that being successful. And regardless of what happens with it, whether it comes out or not, either way, I think even Microsoft knows that it's just a means to an end. They know their time is up. They know they had something good. And now, because it's failing, they're firing everyone, replacing people with AI, hiring someone that has no knowledge of gaming whatsoever to run it in Asha Sharma. And then she knows AI. And gamers are supposed to put their faith and trust in that person running the organization. No, they're cooked. Xbox is done. And I'd like to think this is their way of letting people know without coming out and just saying it. But we'll see. Time will tell. But for now, I'll leave that there. Asha Sharma. I've never been an Xbox fan, and it's sad to see gaming fall so far. I mean, with how much gaming has been falling, it's really limited to pockets of AAA. Nintendo's still doing just fine. But Sony, Microsoft failing on almost all account. Tencent doing fine. And indies are crushing it. So Artemis says, I don't see someone who doesn't game running Xbox will be good for us. It will be terrible. And that's actually the next topic. So we will be talking about that. Like I said, tonight, just like Friday, tonight's going to be a very heavy Xbox stream because there's so much to talk about. And it's not just the games, it's the drama of what's happening in corporate right now with them that I find absolutely fascinating. I find it fascinating. I really do. Hindu soft, holy shit. Kevio serious. Hindu soft. Lightfarer says on Kick, exclusive games went away because game devs make more money and get more exposure when going with the largest platform, which is PC now. In the past, the largest platform was console like Nintendo or PlayStation, but that's no longer. That's a good point. You would think that would spark more competition with pricing. Like instead of charging, because I think Nintendo charges 30% to the publishers too. So you would think they'd be like, hey, we'll allow, if you go exclusive with us for the first 2 years, we'll only charge 15% instead of 30% for 2 years or 1 year, or whatever, or 10% or whatever the numbers to make them work, just to be able to get exclusives to get people to want them on the platform. It's kind of like what Epic Games does sometimes, which I know pisses a lot of people off. And I think that's a little bit different though, because it's on your PC. So it's annoying to, like, I understand the frustration with why people are mad that it's exclusive to Epic when it's on PC. It's like, no, it shouldn't be exclusives on PC. That's stupid. But I get it with consoles because they're different platforms. So, but we'll see. Darken for the 2. Scalebound jump scare. That game would have been amazing. How much money and how many years did they put into Scalebound without being able to get it to work? They gotta have, at this point, you would think, at least a storyline, dungeons, a working interface, bare bones at least at this point. Just to scrap it all together. Same thing with Perfect Dark, by the way. Just to scrap it all together is just, it's just wild to me. I will forever be perplexed by that kind of stuff. Like shocking stuff. Let's see. I think we'll do this. Thank you, Darkin. Shazarin, there we go. Shazarin for the 10 banger. Do you find it odd that Tomonobu Igaki dies and his rival, Tekken creator, says, F this, not worth it, Tekken is dead, and retires? Almost sounds forced, doesn't it? It kind of does. And in a weird way, when I hear that kind of stuff, I'm thinking, what's happening in the background that we aren't privy to? Because there's so many conversations and so much drama that we don't hear about, that picking up and reading the tea leaves of what makes sense usually is accurate. So yes, I am with you on that wholeheartedly, Shazarin. Thank you for the 10 banger, by the way. Appreciate it. Sergeant Sapien for the 2-banger. Did you hear Kino and Billy collab for hot sauce? I did. That that is one of the most epic things ever. I gotta be honest. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm trying to get one. I know they sold out, but I'm gonna see if I can get one because it's so amazing. I was streaming when they went live and they sold out like immediately. So yeah. But that is awesome. Yeah, that is so cool. I love shit like that. I really do. That's funny. Okay. Thank you again, guys. Appreciate you. Oh, my nose is so itchy. I swear I was not like doing any drugs or anything. It's just a very itchy nose. Sergeant Sapien says we're at 75 total for the stream. Man, it is really a struggle bus Monday. Tier 2, short of a lake monster appears, tier 2 is out of the question, but let's try to get to tier 1 tonight. Never enough hot sauce in the world. I love hot sauce. I used to hate it. Now I'm like all about it. Yeah, the only reason I have to keep my Xbox Series X is because my friends don't believe in wokeness. Ha! Never forget. Never. It's Sir Jew dropping a membership. Shout out to It's Sir Jew.
Yes, so
Let's fucking go. Thank you, It's Sir Jew. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. And Darken for another 5. What do you think the first game that Asha Sharma is going to ruin with AI? I don't think she's going to ruin games with AI. I'm more worried about the communication interface with how the operating system is going to communicate with the gamers. I think the studios are fairly independent from her control with that kind of stuff, at least now. But who knows what the future holds with that. Lolo Google says, I bought the regular Ricky's Hot Sauce a while ago, back when Billy made the code CUCK for iDubbbz and Anissa. I have, which one do I, hold on a second. I have one over here. Hold on. Oh. I have the King of Kong, a fistful of quarters, hot sauce from Billy Mitchell. Signed by Billy Mitchell. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but does it focus? How cool is that? A signed bottle from Billy Mitchell. I'm like, how could I say no to that? It's awesome. The King of Kong QC, which is where I first heard about Billy Mitchell. It's actually a banger movie. It's as far as I understand, not accurate at all as to what happened, but it's like a really fun movie though. Like I really love the movie. Very well done. But yeah, I do need to get the Kino one. King of Kong's a great movie. It really is. It really is. Where were we? We got fantastic Mr. Knox in the house for the 5-banger. Square Enix going exclusive on some games specifically for Sony PlayStation is a huge cop-out. Make games for all consoles, especially with the state of the PS5. I don't disagree with you on that point because of where the PS5 is at right now. But overall, I still stand by like exclusives. If companies weren't so fucking greedy, and by companies, I don't mean Square Enix. I mean like Sony. If they weren't so greedy and stupid, they would sign deals to get them exclusive and have a partnership where they both could split and make money off of it. But they both can't figure their shit out. So everyone else suffers for it. But Tiger King says, I despise exclusives. I'm not saying I like exclusives. I'm just saying I understand why they're a necessary evil. It's like growing up, I didn't want Sonic the Hedgehog on a Super Nintendo. I didn't want Mario on a Sega Genesis. Those were those consoles. That's what they were for. So maybe it's just old school Smash talking where it's like, that's the way I look at exclusives, it makes you want to get that platform that it's on. Bez says, I don't despise exclusives. It's a marketing trick that actually works. I don't know if it's even marketing. Like, it can be marketing, yes, but not always marketing. Like Nintendo, I don't think it's marketing. Nintendo's just like, we make a console, we make games for our console. They're like we're not gonna, like, I guess by default it ends up being marketing. I don't think that's what they set it out to be, though. You know what I mean? They're only necessary because consoles can't sell on their own merits. Yep. For branding, I like it. For product availability, not so much. Yep. I mean, I remember the days where you go into software, etc., before GameStop and before digital games, stuff like that, where it's like you hope, because if you didn't pre-order the game, you hope they had one in. And if they didn't, you're just like driving around town for days on end trying to figure it out. It was a different world back then. Okay. Oh, we got movement by the doggo. Hey, Dexter. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Good boy. You good boy? Yeah? Good boy. Hey, did you see any bunny rabbits? Or squirrels? Good boy. Good boy. He's so cute. He's so cute. Are you the cutest doggo ever? Oh. Cracks me up. Good boy. I'm not shocking him. I'd never. Good boy. Good boy. That does not sound like a typical dog. Yeah, he's kind of like half cow, half dog. What breed is Dexter? He is, let me see. %37 American Pit Bull Terrier, 18% Siberian Husky, 11% Labrador Retriever, 5% Boston Terrier, and give or take about 30% everything else. So I think the howling is the Husky in him, and his looks are the Pit Bull Terrier. But he's a little bit of everything. He's a rescue, so 100% best friend. He's amazing. Oh yeah, a mutt is like that doesn't even begin to describe. His relatives got around. He's amazing. He's very healthy. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, shout out to you guys. Sergeant Sabian says we're at 8876. Crawling ever so hard to getting to the 100 mark. Netflix Forum says you have 130,000. Woo! Just need 1K more. There's a certain streamer I want you to beat. Yeah, the past week and a half, 2 weeks, the channel's been doing so good. Like, we're averaging about 100,000 views a day, which is that's disgusting. 100,000 views a day on the channel is just like that's surreal. Coming from when I started 8-9 years ago. When did I start? Something like that. Getting like 100 views a day was like monumental. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting 100 views a day. That's crazy. Then I was getting 1,000 views a day. And then I was getting 10,000 views a day. Now I'm getting about 100,000 views a day, which is I can't even put into words. The best part about it is I know how much it pisses the people that hate me. It pisses them off so much. I'm like, oh, it's great. I love it. Oh shit. 150,000 win. I don't know. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. People always said, like, when I got to 100,000, like, what's your next goal? I'm like, I don't have a next goal. My goal was always 100,000 subscribers, and I got to it. now I just want to like see where it goes, but I got my goal. I don't have another goal. I just like doing this. Thank you, Pepine. Thank you. G Game Master for the 5-banger. Almost done with my original Xbox era video before DEI and AI took over and gamers reigned. List popular games like KOTOR and Halo. Peak. That is awesome. And I would argue perfect timing for that video based off of what's happening right now with the Xbox brand. There's going to be a lot of people that want to go back to that time and just remember the good old days with it. So, yeah, keep us posted when it's done because I will definitely want to watch that. Thank you again, G Game Master. Appreciate you. And Wandering Slacker in the house for the 2-banger. My daughter, I got a Taba squishy today. Cheers. Taba squishy. I feel like I should know what that is. I know if my daughter came in here, she'd be like, Dad, you know what Taba squishies are. I'm like, right, I totally do. Thank you, Real Wandering Slacker. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Omega Man says, we're all still gamers by heart, even Xbox gamers, 100%. You can inject all the DEI and ruin the game industry all you want. At the end of the day, we're still who we are. That's never going to change. So as much as Bill Gates wants to change that out of people. And again, I used to think talking like that was crazy until I started like actually seeing what they're doing and being like, yep. Groofus says Halo 2 is where the dream started changing. I don't know about that. Halo 2 was amazing. I didn't get any vibes like that. And Gears was so good. The Gears series, the original trilogy, I feel like people forget how good the Gears games were. Because we don't talk about the Gears games a lot. Those were so fucking good. The original Gears of War is what sold me on buying an Xbox 360. And I'm so glad it did. Like, it was incredible. And it still holds up. It's such a fucking good game. But yeah, then they went downhill. Way after that. Way downhill. Taba squishies are the new creepy crawlers. Okay. I'm sure my daughter knows what they are. Daneska's never played a Gears game. Dude, start with Gears 1. Thank everyone later. Army of Two. There were so many good games. The first Gears game changed FPS. Yep. It felt like you were there. Like the action was just so good. You could argue a lot of it was too much dodging and ducking and waiting, but no, it never really got old. I loved it. There's so many good ones. Revive Me. Yeah. Revive Me. Rainbow Six Vegas was so good too. Man, the OG Rainbow Six games were great. I still have not played the Mass Effect trilogy. I need to. I know. I need to. Anyways, all right, let's get back to the topics because we got so much to talk about tonight. Which one should I do? I think we'll start with this one. Where is it? Okay. I think we'll start here because man, there's so much to talk about. This is a pretty heavy topic. Like a lot of stuff to talk about with this one. Artemis says start with whatever. Fair enough. We'll start with this. Xbox's new CEO is causing quite the controversy in the gaming community with some of her posts on social media coming across as extremely artificial intelligence based, almost like it's not a person behind her account. And people started digging and realizing that she isn't what you think she is. We're going to start with the Red Dragon, who says, new Xbox CEO says every application will become an AI application. For those of you who don't know, Asha Sharma is coming over from Microsoft's AI division, where she was a VP of product there. So she knows nothing about video games. She is an AI person at heart, and she got brought into Xbox to push artificial intelligence.
I would say think at a much better, but that's okay. No, I mean, I think that we just need to imagine the world as every application becoming an AI application. I would say think at a much bigger scale than what we have before.
Yikes. I like the cuck sitting next to her. I love it. Like interrupting her. Whatever you say, it's great. It's so great. I love it. Yeah, can't go wrong with that. This, by the way, this is how we end up where we are right now with people like that. So we had a situation on X where I wanted to just kind of test the waters and see where this went. And never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined that I would have been the person to expose this out of her. But here we go. Asha Sharma on X. Top 3 greatest games ever. Why? Go. And I wrote, this your first day? That's bait. And she replied to me. And she goes, and when I say she, that's a heavy quote on she, because God only knows this is not a person. Top 3, Mr. Hardy. And she asked top 3 games ever and why. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to, because you only get a few shots at this in life when someone like this reaches out and says something to you. Like, you know what? Okay, I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to answer this properly. I said, okay, I'll play your game, you rogue. Number 1, Chrono Trigger, forever goated. 2, Final Fantasy 7. 3, GoldenEye 007. And I got to be honest, 3 changes depending on how I'm feeling. But when I was writing the list, I was like, yeah, GoldenEye. I said, Chrono Trigger will forever be my number 1. Built by the legendary Dream Team, Hironobu Sakaguchi, Yuji Horii, and Akira Toriyama, and combined some seriously incredible RPG designs with unforgettable music and characters, tight pacing, multiple endings, and timeless work. You like that? Timeless. Still feel fresh to me, even decades later. It made me fall in love with the entire genre of JRPGs. Ever since Chrono Trigger, I'm just like, I can't get enough of JRPGs. Final Fantasy VII, from Square's golden era under Hironobu Sakaguchi and Yoshinori Kitase, redefining cinematic storytelling in games. And don't even get me started on how great the tracks were from Nobuo Uematsu. So good that they compete with Mozart or Beethoven. It had such emotional depth, an iconic cast, and dark as fuck themes of corporate dystopia still resonating across generations. GoldenEye 007 was developed by Rare back in the golden days. That was kind of a shot at Microsoft right now. Before Microsoft bought them and turned them into a woke fest shell of itself. It turned a movie license into a genre-defining FPS on console. Its split-screen multiplayer, inventive mission design, and iconic maps like Facility and Complex still set the standard for couch competitive gaming. Honorable mentions: Final Fantasy VI, Secret of Mana, Metroid Prime, Mini Mansion, Halo, Link to the Past, and Metal Gear Solid. How about you? So that's my response. Pretty well thought out, fair, making sure I don't screw this up, because I want to make sure. I know there are people that are going to be watching this arena. I'm like, I'm not going to fuck around. I'm going to give her the answer because she called me out. I was like, how about you? Thinking that maybe she'll put some effort into this too, because she would understand that people are watching this conversation to see where it goes. She writes, great list. I did my top 3 in another reply. Halo, Valheim, and 007. It's been a long time since I played Chrono Trigger. Have you done every ending? Which is a really weird way to talk about the endings. Thanks for all the detail. I appreciate it a ton. Thank you. Come again. This right here is just strikes me as so AI that it's not even funny. And I had to reply to call that out because I'm like, this was before anyone even noticed anything. I'm just like, this feels like a very weird automated reply. I said, appreciate the reply. Chrono Trigger's multiple endings are legendary. I've gotten them all. And yeah, it's always cool seeing people revisit it years later. Zooming out, though, your response here raises a bit of a concern. Since you're leading AI at Microsoft, I've been thinking about something much bigger. We're reaching a point where it's genuinely difficult to tell what's fully human, AI assisted, or entirely automated in everyday online interactions, because that's kind of how I felt this was going. I said, your reply here, forgive me, feels a tad ChatGPT-ish. I'm trying to be as polite as I can with her, right? And as these systems scale and get more advanced when it comes to being conversational, that line gets even more blurrier. How do you see Microsoft overcoming that massive authenticity and trust hurdle? Does transparency become the norm, or is the goal seamless integration where, yikes, it doesn't matter? No response. This, by the way, with all the interactions she was having, when I asked this question, this is when she stopped replying to people, or, as some are alleging, turned off the AI reply bot. Matt says, I have a keen eye for AI generated slop, and her tweets are raising red flags. It's a mix of AI generated with a few genuine responses from either her or someone who handles her socials. This is brutal. Sleek says, I don't think a chatbot had been programmed to handle anything more than the basic questions, dude. I normally don't engage in speculation like this, but the counter prompt question was very AI-like, right? With her saying, have you done every ending? Thanks for all the detail. I appreciate it a ton. Like, who talks like this? What? What? It's so weird. It's so weird. So Permabad says, odd story building up on Xbox's new CEO, Asha Sharma. Part of an ongoing rabbit hole of discovery concerning Microsoft's new gaming division CEO, Asha Sharma, we have been told that the new CEO of Xbox will be good for the brand, the Microsoft's gaming division. That we should just ignore or disregard the incompatible skill set of her work history, because she's never worked in gaming before, versus the proper demands as the head of gaming. Okay, fine. But, well, problems start to arise when the new CEO showed her Xbox account to dispel doubts. People started scrutinizing, and odd things started cropping up. One, the very first achievement she unlocked was dated January 16th, 2026, Halo Master Chief Collection. So it is, at best, a 1-month-old account. 2, achievements for multiple games unlocked on the same date, implying non-organic grinding of various distinct games within a span of 1 day. 3, 100% completion in short walking sims type games like Firewatch, January 20th, 3 to 4 hours total. Gone Home, A Short Hike, Townscaper, and Ball X Pit. She played for 43 hours in 1 week. Well, to be fair, Ball X Pit is a very addicting game, but yeah, still X'd out. How does the future CEO of Xbox have this much time to know life so many different video games at once in such a short span of time? I doubt the future CEO has this much time to just play games if we are led to believe all her playtime is legit. If it's legit, it also raises questions about her procrastinating in the roles, playing games instead of actually doing work. So what does this mean? Well, people are suspecting the new CEO here got someone from Microsoft to stage an Xbox account for her to manufacture legitimacy and trying to get people to stop scrutinizing her for non-existent work experience in video games and possibly non-passion for it. Well, if that's the case, firstly, they're doing an extremely bad job of it. And secondly, lying to gamers' faces is just going to anger them even more. I would have hoped Satya and Asha realized that if it turned out Asha's entire Xbox account was really just staged, which makes you wonder what is actually the truth with all this. I quote tweeted this reply because we never got a response from her. I said, I suspect this new head of Xbox, Asha Sharma, former head of Microsoft AI or VP of Microsoft AI and co-pilot bots, is utilizing a bot to reply to people. It's impossible to tell. Dead internet theory is getting worse. And people are falling hook, line, and sinker too. Is this the future of social media? Golden Boy says, for what it's worth, I asked Grok. He said there's a 95% chance that her account is being run by AI or a social media manager. And the other thing, before I even go on this, her account is very curious. Vet Gaming TV says, what's wrong with this picture? Joined January 2021, 31 posts. All of them within the past couple weeks that you can at least go back to. 31 posts for an account created in 2021. I want people to listen good on this point. For those who aren't up to speed at just how advanced this shit is, or already is, I implore you to just look at this from a decade ago in 2016. This is the Microsoft Tay chatbot from March 23rd, 2016. Tay was a chatbot that was originally released by Microsoft as a Twitter bot. It caused a subsequent controversy when the bot began to post inflammatory and offensive tweets through its Twitter account, causing Microsoft to shut down the service only 16 hours after launch. According to Microsoft, this was caused by trolls who attacked the service as the bot made replies based on the interactions with people on Twitter. The bot was created by Microsoft's Technology and Research and Bing divisions and named Tay, an acronym for Thinking About You. Although Microsoft initially released a few details about the bot, sources mentioned that it was similar to or based on Zealot's, a Microsoft project in China. Ars Technica reported that since late 2014, Zealot's had more than 40 million conversations, apparently without major incident. Tay was designed to mimic the language of patterns of a 19-year-old American girl and to learn from interacting with human users of Twitter. 10 years ago. Now they have Microsoft Copilot, which is, if you're not familiar, extremely advanced. Microsoft Copilot can pretend to be a person. It's way above whatever Tay was back in the day. I said, former VP Microsoft AI product and now current Xbox president Asha Sharma has stopped replying to people after I called her out for potentially using a reply bot. She has not replied to anyone or posted for 2 days since our quote unquote conversation. And people were trying to blame oh, it was the weekend. So, she's not going on social media, even though she just got the president job and was crazy on social media the day that it got announced and then just stopped abruptly and hasn't returned since. And now Monday is coming on. So it wasn't the weekend. She just didn't talk to anyone. She's not using it anymore. It's very suspicious. Grum says, Xbox CEO using AI for her replies. So Smash JT led me down this rabbit hole. Here is Asha Sharma saying she played Chrono Trigger in her reply to Smash. She would have been 6 years old, which would be a very young age to play it. But maybe she loves JRPGs and picked it up later. It is curious, though. She must be a huge gamer, or this is AI, run by the person who formerly led the development on AI enterprises at Microsoft. I mean, which one's more likely? Let's play that game. This would be fun one for you autists to probe. Again, even Grum says maybe she picked it up later because she was young when it first came out. And I know a lot of people did. But when you pair what she's doing and how she's acting, that it's not actually her. It's just a bot. Lunduk Journal. Okay, this is an AI bot. The new Xbox VP, Asha Shar, is using an AI bot to post "Make me look like a gamer" posts on X. Not surprising, as she's previously working on AI. Here she is responding to Smash in the most bot-like way possible. Great list. I did my top 3 in another reply. It's so obvious that it's actually disgusting that they would try to play this off like they're actually a genuine person. Anyone that doesn't get disgusted by this is someone that is a try-hard simp for Corpo that just wants access media. You got to call this shit out. This cannot be acceptable. A position of leadership, if you don't want to communicate with people, fucking don't. Okay, fine. but don't piss on me and tell me it's raining and pretend that we're talking to you when we're talking to a bot. That is 100 times worse. Pirate Nation, the new Microsoft Gaming CEO, Asha Sharma, is being called the Concord of CEOs by many ex-users. She went silent after huge backlash and due to AI bot allegations. Grubs, guys, it's starting to look like the AI rumors are true. Screenshot from Go Supreme. Hope you enjoy your AI reply. DM me for what's top of mind. Gears of War, welcome to the army, soldier. Asha, there's room for one more. So bad. Microsoft Flight Simulator, welcome aboard, Asha. Ready for takeoff. Holy shit, this is so bad. Age of Empires, welcome to the village, Asha. I'll start gathering wood. Like, this is so AI bot, it's not even funny. Logan Meyer, congrats and welcome. Been gaming on Xbox since the OG. Thanks, Logan. DM me what's top of mind? Holy shit. So now she wants to be disingenuous and waste people's time when it's not even her, allegedly, running this account. What a piece of shit. Like, seriously. There's no other way to look at it. That is a piece of shit approach. Rebs Gaming. Microsoft Gaming's new CEO, Asha Sharma, promoted Craig Cincotta as Xbox's new chief of staff. Asha and Craig have a deep connection, which makes this promotion very interesting and could explain how she got into Microsoft. Asha's first job was marketing at Microsoft from 2011 to 2013. Craig was working at Microsoft at the same time. Asha and Craig both left Microsoft in 2013 for Asha's startup company called Porch. Craig rejoined Microsoft in 2016 as communications director for HoloLens before becoming, what a massive waste of money HoloLens was, before becoming GM for cloud and AI communications from 2022 to 2026. Asha became president of Core AI in 2024, while Craig was GM of AI communications. Asha becomes CEO of Xbox and appointed Craig to chief of staff. Hey, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. No ear? Uses AI bots to reply to users. Lies about being a gamer. Fake ass replies. Is clearly hired to be yes man lapdog for Satya Nadella. But of course, the usual losers came to her defense because girl power and own le chuds or some nonsense like that. Asha Sharma, I have to own the chuds. Valid criticism, which I'm getting plenty of this from just asking basic questions and trying to communicate. Legendary drops. Microsoft is really taking a huge step towards innovation by hiring an AI to be their Xbox CEO. Pirate Nation, ex-users are noticing and claiming that the new Xbox CEO could be using AI in replies and that the whole account might be managed by an AI bot. The reunion, Asha worked for Meta, which owns Instagram. If anyone knows how bad the AI bots are on Instagram, you will know how often they ask people to DM them or take conversations to DM. She was in charge of DMs at Instagram, which has ungodly amounts of AI spam. I mean, again, just providing information. You guys do with this what you want. But Game Characters AI says, exactly. She's 100% fake. Coming from Game Characters AI, which is hysterical, by the way. Red Dragon, gamers worried about AI BKGR. Immediately starts using AI replies. Starts an Xbox account a month ago. Has ultra rare achievements impossible to get as a beginner with low hours in Minecraft. 2 of her favorite games aren't in history. Over 40 hours in 1 week on one game. Xbox is cooked. Dreaded Dinosaur. I'll keep posting this till it goes viral. Hello, fellow gamers. The reunion. This is the game history for Xbox's new CEO, Asha Sharma. The log begins 1 month ago, starting with Halo Master Chief Collection. Doesn't look like much playtime. There you go. This is it. This is her entire account history. And miss me with the, oh, she doesn't need it. The better question to ask is, why is she pretending to be a gamer if she's not one? You ever think about that? China Pulse Fun Break. This is the account of the new Xbox head, Asha Sharma. Strange thing is that her first achievement is on January 16th, 2026. And all the achievements are from different games with the same date. It seems the account was preset by Microsoft, a PR account, to show the games to show the gamers that she plays games or understands them. Nib says, I've seen the usuals who jump to defend Xbox's honor mention an exec doesn't have to be a gamer. And as usual, they're missing the point. The tweet isn't about Asha needing to be a gamer, rather than credibility and honesty of the PR and persona she herself has been peddling. She's being on social media saying, gamers, I hear you. I'm one of you. PR rampage. It's kind of Xbox execs are famed for. And this kind of weird parasocial antics that Xbox execs have used to evangelize naive and gullible fans and influencers while not actually delivering or routinely flip-flopping. So querying the credibility and validity of the PR that's being peddled is natural from those who are rational, and the skepticism is warranted. The PR ultimately feels rather phony. Destin has been running defense for her, I've noticed, or at least trying to laugh it off. Asha has apparently spent the weekend playing Borderlands 2, Keeper, Call of Duty, Forza Horizon, and Halo Infinite. It's a busy weekend. Kata, so the new CEO of Xbox is not a hardcore or even a casual gamer, but instead a tourist. You really can't make this shit up. Pirate Nation, the new CEO of Xbox just started gaming on the platform this year. Reunion, I feel like everything surrounding her is incredibly crafted and presented to be quite inauthentic. Do they really think we are that unobservant, or are they targeting an audience will buy this ruse? For humor purposes, has anyone actually met her in real life, or is she AI as well? If I didn't see her in that video, I would have assumed she's probably just AI. But her gaming profile is questionable at best. Her online presence is even worse. Madam Savvy, obviously do not go sending this account messages. Do not try to mass friend it, but it looks like she was given a trial account to test out some products over the last month. Small thread of screenshots. So Savvy did the details going through information on what she's actually played. Kata, she's a fraud. Jeremy, going against Savvy, not a great plan every time. Endymion, be the new Xbox CEO. Reveals gamer tag and games played. Account is barely even a month old. Now runs Xbox despite just starting to play games. This is the game history of Asha Sharma. My goodness. We'll leave it at this. Max, the new Xbox CEO, Asha Sharma, has multiple games with low gamer score, and all of them were played 1 month ago. This doesn't add up. An Xbox CEO who barely plays Xbox, which again, the defenders and the white knights of social media are all jumping to her defense as if like they'll get a job or get noticed or get some sort of access from Microsoft if they praise her. It's like she's done literally nothing to deserve any credit or giving the benefit of the doubt of. You see the direction that Microsoft has taken the Xbox brand for the better part of the past, at this point, going on 2 decades. So why would you leap to just trusting the promises of someone you know nothing about when the reality that's being shown to you is everything but something that you should be trusting? They're deceiving you. And it is very hard to take it seriously and hope for the best when everything about it seems very fraudulent, seems very fake, seems like Microsoft doesn't care. And that's maybe the worst part about all of it. So no, I have no faith in Asha Sharma being able to recover the Xbox brand and turn things around. I think this hire was putting the pedal down on the gas and speeding up into that wall to collide and destroy the brand. I'd say I'd love to be wrong, but I mean, I don't see how you could look at this any different. It's a very depressing situation. And the worst part about it is I don't think Microsoft cares. We'll see. But for now, I'll leave that there. What's up, Weecho? Good to see you, man. Pippa Kasai for the 5-banger. Could you expose her buying by asking her to generate an image of a horse or something. That actually would have been amazing to do while it was live. She turned off the AI bot if she was using one. It's been turned off because she has not replied to anyone since me. I was the last person she talked to. And it was as soon as I questioned the AI stuff in a response to her, it all just stopped. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? There's no kind of personal accountability. Like, no, I can assure you this is not AI. Or even a video of her being like, no, it's not AI. Here I am, haha, or something like that. Just like, be fucking human. Get down from your high horse of president. I don't fucking earn it. There's nothing in her background that earned her position. That's not jealousy. That's genuine concern. Like, that's for the brand, for the state of gaming as a whole. It's not jealousy at all. I know the people that don't like me, it's like, oh, like you could do better. I'm not saying I could do better. I'm just saying, how the fuck she get there? How about we start there? I think for all of our sakes, for the future of the gaming industry, I think it's important for people to come together and question this shit. Because I think if we just let it keep going, it could end in disaster. Some could argue it's going to do that anyways, but yeah. Ask her to not redeem. Thank you, Pippa Cassani. Appreciate you. Holy shit. King Alucard. This guy. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. King Alucard with the 50 banger on a Struggle Bus Monday. Coming through in the clutch.
Come on, guys. I'm struggling here and I can't afford breaks.
King Alucard. What a legend. Alucard says, I'm 62 subs away from 500 Smash. Let's go. Here's a 50 pink boy. I'll be streaming Genshin tomorrow and PS Persona 5 on Wednesday and Thursday. Then I got to take a break to make a schedule. You are very, very gay, Smash. Need to motorboat on Bubble Tea Girls tatas. You know what? I'm down with that.
I love Taro bubble tea, but only if you're next to me. We're not special, where'd I find the girl I fell for with her eyes?
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Shout out to King Alucard. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for all your help and your support. Keep up the great work. And shout out to you, man. All the best. Seriously. Thank you very much. You did not have to do that. Genuinely appreciate it, man. Thank you. And we got Proctofile for the 2-banger. Wandering Slacker said Asmon called you out? Huh? He did? Like recently? I'm looking. Yeah, earlier in the stream. Wandering Slacker, do you have the info on what it was? Because I didn't see it. I don't see any like notifications from that in particular. I'm thinking, I'm like racking my brain. I'm like, I didn't really do anything to get Asmon to get mad at me today. TFL says, I watch Asmon daily. Never heard him say something bad about Smash. He covered my video about Lollipop Chainsaw when I talked about how IGN was not giving it a score, and I thought that was bullshit. And he called me out being like, you don't know they're not going to score. Give them time. And I'm like, my video is talking about how they're not going to score because it flies completely in the face of everything they're doing there right now. And I was right. But that was like the only time he ever like, I don't think he even shit on me. He was just like being very critical of me. And I was like, I was right, even though he's being critical of me. Asmon for a Smash feud confirmed. Definitely not. I fucking love Asmongold. No, I'm not feuding with him. I have very little bad to say about Asmongold. Like sometimes he'll give a take where I'm just like, no, I don't agree with that, but whatever. But no, more often than not, he's very base, very down to earth. And honestly, I look at him as someone that's like, aspire to be like. Like I feel like he has a really good approach to how to do this. So yeah, I got nothing bad to say about him. Real Wandering Slacker says, sent you a timestamp if you're interested. Wait, so he was talking shit about me?
The 3 greatest games ever. Why? Go. And Smash JT, who's a video game critic and commentator over here on YouTube, says, well, this is bait. You've never commented on video games before. You've never mentioned playing video games before, but now you're in charge of basically Xbox, and all of a sudden you want to talk about games? This is bait. All these gimmicks and everything else you're trying, it's not going to cut it. You need to have faith in the company that is making your games, and people don't have it anymore.
I don't know. This is the Better Bachelor. I think this is one of those channels because he's got almost 500,000 subs. I think this is one of those channels that just covers like a potpourri of stuff. I don't think he's like a gaming channel. I think he's just covering because this topic is transcending gaming. This is like a big deal just in the news cycle in general.
On top of that, Nintendo, they've just assigned a new CEO. Their former CEO, Doug Bowser, stepped down after about 20 years with the company, and he defended DEI practices. He was all in, Nintendo of America, on DEI. He said, nope, we defend it. Everybody else is backing away from DEI now that Trump is president.
Okay. Wandering Slacker says it was Better Bachelor, not Asmongold, that gave me a shout out. I don't think that was like in the negative though. That he was just kind of like, if anything, I think he was calling me out for being based there with it. I didn't take anything he said there as a negative. I'm like, yeah, that's what I did. But yeah, that's cool. Thank you for the heads up on that, Slacker. Appreciate you. Good stuff. It sounded like a compliment to me too. Yeah, I didn't. Shout out, not a call out. Gotcha. Okay. Someone said I got called out. That's why I was just like, wait, what? What? I'm like, what did I do wrong this time? Because there's plenty of people that can't stand me. I think that's been well established. I'm not opposed to making friends on here, but I'm not going to compromise how I feel about something just to try to friend everyone. Because that's, first off, that's a losing battle. And some people are on here just for ideology pushing, and they don't give a shit about the games. Thank you again, Proctofile, for the heads up. Appreciate you. Tanya Raven coming through with the 20 banger in the first 8-bit Eric of the night. Let's go. Tanya Raven for the 20. YouTube screwed up somehow, and my videos are always stuck in processing. I don't know if it cursed or just stupid. Anyways, here's to you for being such a great guy. No, I am a human, not a bot or a monster. P.S. You're gay. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. As far as the videos being stuck in processing, I don't know why that happens. It doesn't happen to me ever anymore, but it used to when the channel was smaller a lot, and it was really fucking annoying. It might be the format that you're uploading it in. Not to blame YouTube. It might be just you, because it might have been me. depending on how it got saved and the editing software that I was using to upload it. There are some formats that save weird that are incompatible with YouTube, but it doesn't tell you it when you upload it. It just gets stuck in processing. This was after like hours of researching it that I came to figure that out. So I would, if I re-uploaded it and did it again, I would try to reformat it in a different file type and then re-upload it, and then typically it would go through. So try that. Yeah. Alucard summoning Lake Monster. But shout out to you, Tanya Raven. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Alucard's still going. This guy. Holy shit, Alucard. Thank you, man. You do not need to do this. I really appreciate it, though. Thank you. King Alucard gifting 5 subs. Let's fucking go.
Some images from that.
Let's
fucking
Let's
go.
It was exporting from Twitch. I don't know what Twitch's file format is. You might want to be able to like download it directly from Twitch and then try to re-upload it from your computer instead. That might help. But in the meantime, thank you, King Alan.
I love Taro bubble tea, but only if you're next to me. We're not special, where'd I find the girl I fell for with her eyes?
Sorry, I had to cough. Shout out to King Alucard. Absolute legend, man. Absolute legend. Thank you. And Broke Gamer NZ for the NZ2. Most of the time, he supports what you say. Yeah, and most of the time, I support what he says. But at the same time, we're our own people. To be honest, though, it's surreal to even be mentioned in the same conversation as him. So I'll take it. I'll take it. But very cool. Very cool. Thank you, guys. And Alucard, thank you again, man. Seriously. Broke Gamer says, sorry, NZ2 is probably like 10 cents. Well, I appreciate the support regardless. You're living up to your name, Broke Gamer. Thank you. Oh, man. Sorry to say me, it says we're at almost 200 from the stream, just over a red boy away from tier 1. Let's fucking go. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. That gets us within a red boy. Holy shit. Fantastic Mr. Knox coming through with the 5 gifties. Let's fucking go.
Let's get some sauce.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much. And you know what? Yeah, it never gets old.
I love Taro bubble tea, but only if you're next to me. We're not special, where'd I find the girl I fell for with her eyes?
Shout out to fantastic Mr. Knox. What a legend. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And Wandering Slacker, what? Guys, it's a Struggle Bus Monday. What is happening right now? Shout out. Wandering Slacker for the 20. Wandering Slacker for the 20. For the Struggle Bus, I meant better Bachelor. I watched an unhealthy amount of YouTube over the weekend, and my brain said Asmongold, sorry. You did not need to donate $20 for an apology. I will definitely take it. Don't get me wrong, but thank you. That's amazing. Alucard says, I summoned the spenders. You did. You did. I appreciate you guys. His brain is tired. His brain's tired. Shout out to Wandering Slacker. Appreciate you. All right. Moving right along. Appreciate you guys. Okay, let's see. Where do we go next? We probably have 3 or maybe 4 more topics tonight, but they're going through and they're pretty good ones. King Alucard says, I summoned the lake monster.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Wait, no, this is the one.
Your favorite mythical beast can't be here, but he's left you in fine hands. Mine.
There we go. Wicho says, I summoned Shadow Walker. Me A2B says, wow, your stream doesn't even show up on my YouTube. You know, that happens to me sometimes. Like, I'll watch Hypnotic almost every night, when I'm able to, when I'm not like having dinner with the family and stuff. And then when I'll go, because he streams at the same time every night, and I'll open up my YouTube and it won't show up on my feed and it won't be listed in the live channels. And it'll be like 25 minutes into his stream, like just getting started, or 35 minutes into his stream and not showing up there. So yeah, it's not a perfect system every time. It's very annoying. Alucard says, I haven't seen Jackie Moore in a long time. I haven't either. I remember Jackie said that they had to like go away for a bit or going on a trip or something, and they've been gone ever since. That's like 5 months ago. That was a while ago. I haven't seen Cheeky Meeple for a while either. Cheeky used to come every night. I like, she'll like my statuses on X and stuff. So, I mean, I know she's still around, but I haven't seen her for a bit. Holy shit, Nerdy Mechanic. Nerdy Mechanic for the $58 saying, meet, Struggle Bus, tier 1. Nerdy Mechanic is such a legend getting us to tier levels. Holy shit. Holy shit. Nerdy Mechanic, let's fucking go.
Chair JT wins. Flawless victory.
That's still my favorite one. But this is for the Struggle Bus star.
All right, just another normal day. How did I end up in this? Struggle Bus in space!
Let's fucking go. Nerdy Mechanic getting us to tier 1 on a Struggle Bus Monday. Thank you, Nerdy Mechanic. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. Nerdy Mechanic is queen of the stealth drops. Absolutely. And getting 2 tiers. I mean, outside of Lake Monster, Nerdy Mechanic is right there. Like, holy shit. Thank you again. Let's see. Tier 1 video tonight will be we'll do this one. I like this one.
Came from afar with skin like night, under the sun edge of the fight. Yes, K stands in a land unknown. Iron sings and legends are grown. Here I'm all I got a golden genie. My fire rises high at Takatenjen. June no Zola no Kishori no Hini. No guns on victory's day. Yami wo terasashi no sunlight. Like the darkness, true samurai. Unmei wo saita taiga no mirai. Tear destiny, change the world sky.
Yeah. Oh, my hat's like really low. I'm gonna show my age on this, but hear me out. It's funny. But first off, tier 1 has been hit. Thank you again, everyone. Nerdy Mechanic, King Alucard, fucking legends. Tier 1 has been hit. Thank you guys. So I swear to God, this happened yesterday. I am so old. We had leftover chicken nuggets from McDonald's and I was reheating them in the toaster oven. And my daughter's like, Daddy, can you get the ketchup? And I was like, sure. So I brought her the chicken nuggets. I got the ketchup, and it was one of those ketchup bottles that you're supposed to have upside down for it to go to the bottom. But of course, the kids put it back in the fridge the wrong direction. So it was towards the end of it. So it was like, oh man. So I brought it over to her and I started shaking it to get the ketchup to go to the bottom of it. And like on the third shake, I like threw my neck out, and I got in the most pain. I felt like I got in a car accident. I was just shaking the ketchup. I laid down last night in so much pain. I felt like I needed a wheelchair. I couldn't even turn over when I was sleeping last night. I woke up this morning, took 3 Advils. I'm like, I feel like death right now. This morning, I was in so much pain all morning. And I'm like, as the day went on, I'm like, okay, it's getting a little bit better. I felt like my neck muscles weren't working to hold my head up anymore. I'm like, oh my God. It was unbearable pain. It hurts so much. Who throws their neck out trying to shake a ketchup bottle? My daughter's like, Daddy, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not. It hurts so much. Oh God. We just says I threw my back out picking up beer. Okay, I don't feel so bad now. Oh shit. I threw my back out. What did I even do? I think I slept wrong on it or something, and it was aching. And then I went to go pick up a desk and just like slipped a disc. And ever since then, I will have a shooting pain if I stand the wrong way, all the way down my leg, like my sciatic nerve or whatever. I'm like, my body's fucking falling apart. How old am I? I think I'm like 75 or 85 years old at this point. That's what the communist keeps telling me, at least. Reason for death, ketchup bottle. Body's warranty ends at 40. It really does. It like legit, day you turn 40, it is straight downhill. It's straight downhill. Your body just starts falling apart. You're just like, yeah, it's rough. I was yawning and my neck muscles cramped. Oh, that's brutal. When sleeping, make sure your hips, shoulders, and head are aligned. You sleep twisted, it will cause pain the next day. I try, but it's ketchup allergic. Oh shit. It was bad. It was bad. But thank you again. Anyways, long story short, thank you again, Dirty Mechanic. Appreciate you. It was so bad, by the way, like last night, that if I was streaming last night, I would have had to cancel the stream. I'm like, there's no way I could have streamed the way my neck was. And my concern was waking up this morning. I'm like, there's so much I want to talk about on the stream tonight. I'm like, my neck needs to get better. I can't miss the stream tonight. I'm like, thank God. I'm like, it still aches a little bit, but nothing like it was last night. Holy crap. Damn ketchup. It was just like 3 shakes and done. Like, felt like the biggest whiplash you ever had in your life. Oh, it's brutal. Brutal. Anyways, what's up, Radio Face? Neck just handled the brain. Exactly. Nice. What's up, Kyle? Doing an intro for 40K Empress. Dude, you're awesome. Thank you for all you do for the community. Seriously, you're awesome. Ben C says, I've had back issues since the 90s. I'm a master at avoiding them. Hopefully that keeps up. Where is Lisa, by the way? Lisa stopped coming because we weren't getting to the topics fast enough for her. McChicken and Dream. Press F to pay respects. Shit. Oh, man. Okay. I think we'll do this one, but hold on, let me move it first because, well, actually, it's not the right size. Well, no, it kind of is actually. Never mind, it is. Fantastic, Mr. Knox, for the A10. Rarely, if I move my head the wrong way, my face would freeze up and go numb. No idea what causes it. As for your ketchup shake issue, ask Kirsha how to shake a ketchup bottle without pain. I feel like there's a story behind that. I feel like I'm going to have like memes and images and AI generated stuff for me throwing my neck out with a ketchup bottle now because that's how the internet works. I hope it's the right size. Oh God. Thank you again. Fantastic. Still going for the A2. I'm 42 and my body is a mess. So I know. It's same. I'm like, what am I, 44? And my body is like, and I like would like to think I took care of my body my whole life, and it still doesn't matter. It's still falling apart. But as my mom always says, it sure beats the alternative. Holy shit, King Alucard, what is going on tonight with you? Dude. King Alucard dropping a 10 membership mega banger. You don't need to do this, man. Seriously, thank you. Holy shit.
Let's get some songs! Let's fucking go!
I mean, we gotta play it, but dude, thank you. Holy shit.
I love Taro bubble tea, but only if you're next to me. We're not special, where'd I find the girl I fell for with her eyes?
What a legend. Holy shit, Alucard. Thank you, bro. Seriously. Jesus, carrying it tonight. Thank you, man. Thank you. Proctofile for the 2. Check DMs. Someone mentioned Asha's back online. Stand by. Oh, dude, this is... Let me actually cover this as a update to the other video that I was cutting, because I can add this to the end of it, because damn. Apparently Asha is back online replying to Ryan McCaffrey. Do I believe that AI is writing Asha Sharma's posts? No. Do I believe that an experienced gamer on the Xbox team may be helping her sound more like a real gamer with her social replies? Yes. Do I think it's a bad idea for her to try and fake this? Yes. And Asha replied, heavy quotes on this is Asha. I agree. Faking would be a terrible idea and wouldn't work. I also didn't expect my gamer tag to blow up, and the reality is more boring. I created it recently to learn and understand this world. Yikes. I've been playing with my family, and it's a shared home account across devices, which you can see in the range of games/achievements. Fix that this weekend, and everyone is only playing on their own GTs or gamer tags. But I get where this is coming from. I don't pretend to be the best gamer, and even though I'm so you're telling me you know about Chrono Trigger, and it's one of your favorite games and you love it, but you're not pretending to be a gamer? That's still not my goal. My focus is to make Xbox the best place to play, return to our roots, ship great things, and become stronger in the future. And yes, I'm writing my own posts. I believe, by the way, strongly that she wrote this post. I do not believe she was writing the post before this. So miss me with this. The problem is the people that want her to be successful or want to white knight for her will just eat up the slop, whatever she says, and it will be gold. It's just amazing, perfectly fine, no problems at all. The reality is, I firmly believe that she was not being truthful previously. I don't think that she's a gamer based off what she says here. I don't believe that she actually cares about the games. And it proves my vindicated point when I said that it's bait when she's asking people what their top 3 games are, when she clearly says right here she doesn't give a shit about games. So which one is it? It's curious, very curious. But yeah, she's back online. We'll see if she ever replies to me. I'll be very curious to see. But for now, I'll leave that there. Smash JT, you slap the AI out of her. Look at this. Welcome to the gaming community. It's a crazy place. Hope you can navigate through the million voices and get a bead on what Xbox and fans are looking for. This is so cringe. I don't, can I even reply? I'm blocked by this wokey Ryan McCaffrey guy, so I can't even reply to her on it, but whatever. It is what it is. Welcome to the video game industry, by the way. If you don't align with the ideologies of these people, they just block you. I don't think I've ever said anything to this guy. If I did, it was just disagreeing on something that he said. So yeah, that's the world we're in. But this actually leads us perfectly into the next. Simping for an AI bot is wild, but welcome to the future. This is when they start getting the AI robots and stuff, there'll be plenty of lonely dudes that will be simping for those Asian looking AI robots that come to the house. McCaffrey used to be Xbox Magazine. Dude's turned into a total cornball. Ryan is such a fool. The problem that I have with Ryan is, like, I think he can have some actually good gaming takes. He's a hardcore wokey lefty lunatic, but when it comes to gaming, he can have some pretty grounded takes. Yeah. he hates me for some reason, but that doesn't affect how I feel about other people. Like, I can separate that and be like, this is how I feel about him. I would never block him, but hey, okay, block me. Go ahead. It's strange. New Blackstreet with the raid. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Kata. Welcome, Atreus. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for the raid. I think I'm going to be on New Blackstreet. What is it? This Friday or next Friday? I can't remember. I think it's this Friday. Is it this Friday? I need to check my schedule. I can't remember. I'll have to get with Kata on it. I can't remember. Or Atreus. But thank you guys for the raid. Appreciate you. Hit the like button. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome one, welcome all. We're just talking about the shit show that is Microsoft Xbox, the current trajectory of leadership, and how I have zero confidence in them turning this ship around. It's not great. Kata says, it's this Friday. Okay. Oh, goddamn. Okay. It's this Friday. Holy shit. Caps lock, bro. Yeah. So I will be, on New Blackstreet this Friday. And yes, I'm looking forward to that. It's been a minute. Last time I was on New Blackstreet, it was what? It's been probably 5 months, 4 months. It's been a while. Looking forward to it though. Thank you again, Kata. Appreciate you, man. Get a calendar, old man. I thought I put it in my calendar. I'm putting it in there now. New Black Street. And it's, I think it's 5 p.m. Pacific time. I think. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Scheduled you. There you go. Thank you again for the raid. Appreciate it. Toadster says, my wife has a calendar for what I do. Yeah, my wife has a calendar for what I do too. So that's the other thing. Thank you again, Proctopile. Appreciate you, bro. Seriously. Thank you for the heads up. Fantastic, Mr. Knox, for the 2. Recently did a rotator cuff. Was out for 4 months. I'm not looking forward to that. My shoulders both, I can't, like, it hurts to lift them up like this, like a chicken wing. It hurts. This one's okay. My right one, no. My dad had both of his rotator cuffs done, I'm like, eventually it's going to happen to me too, because genes and DNA, my body's going to fall apart exactly the same way my dad's did. So not looking forward to that. But yeah, getting old sucks. Sorry to save here for the two. I have to go now. My planet needs me. Oh, shit. It never gets old. It never gets old. Oh, my God. Sonic for the two. Xbox should commit full and have AI anime waifu CEO. I know you're like tongue in cheek with that, but I almost think that would be more well received than what's happening right now. And that's so sad. Lady Vexaria for the 20 banger. Let's fucking go. Wait a second. Lady Vexaria says, my graciously gracious king of graciousness allowed me to pop in to officially announce that I am the one and only mascot of King Alucard, certified, stamped, slightly chaotic. Pleasure to exist in your presence. Damn, Lady Vexaria, I appreciate that. No relation to King Alucard, right? Thank you so much for the 20 banger. Holy shit. Thank you for all the support tonight. Exactly, Ben C. That's what my mom says. Getting old sucks, but it's better than the alternative. Yep. Crumbling JT. I am falling apart. Cozy Goober says, Lady Vexaria, are there more like you? Oh, shit. Okay. Remove this. Need some water. Hold on a second. We'll get in another topic. King Alucard says she made her presence. She went back to her bed. Thank you, King Alucard. Please let her know I said thank you as well. Should have hired Amelia. Could you imagine? Xbox is not base enough for that. Okay, let's get to the next topic. Sergeant Sabian says we're at 386, 113 away from tier 2. We might actually get to tier 2 tonight. Let's go. Let's go. Without a red boy too, we've gotten that far. That's impressive. Shout out to you guys. Okay. Let's start with this one. There. I'm noticing a trend on social media right now where there's a lot of the white knights and simps for Microsoft and Xbox going out of their way to try to pretend that the Asha Sharma hire was a good hire and that it doesn't matter if she plays video games or not, because she wasn't hired to be a gamer, guys. She was hired to be a CEO of a game company, which apparently is a very different thing if you follow the logic of these people, which I don't, but we're gonna try to hear them out and see what they say. First one I want to start with is Danny Pena, who is one of those access media, will say anything just to be in good graces of the corpo slop. He says, I find it hilarious when people think you need to be a gamer to be a CEO of a gaming company. God forbid you don't eat cheeseburgers and you're the CEO of McDonald's. I think it's pretty important to know something about what you're selling. Would you hire a vegetarian to run a burger company? What even is this mentality? Unlocking achievements isn't going to help you sell a console or games. You don't need to unlock achievements, but don't you think being in tune with your audience and understanding the products that you sell so that you can drive that towards the direction of what people want to sell more of it would be important? There's a long list of executives who have changed gaming because they're good at the business side, not by how many hours they've played the games. This is the worst straw man argument because, of course, in any conversation There will always be exceptions to the rule. That doesn't mean because one person did it that you don't need any experience at all. It's the exception for a reason. So I responded to him, or quote tweeted it, and I said, I'm so tired of these takes, man. Framing it as, lol, achievements don't sell consoles. But that's a bad faith argument because it purposefully and deliberately minimizes what people actually mean in the conversation. No one's saying a CEO needs a 10,000 gamer score. They're saying you should understand the product, the culture, and the customer at a deep fundamental level. That would be like selling high-performance sports cars, but not caring about driving, or running a film studio while openly disliking movies. I mean, theoretically, it's possible, but it wouldn't be what I'd place my faith in if I were leading Microsoft. Technically, you can manage spreadsheets either way, but in reality, you're disconnected from the very thing you're supposed to be championing. Gaming isn't just units moved. It's community, design philosophy, player trust, and long-term brand identity. Come on. If leadership doesn't genuinely understand that, you end up optimizing for quarterly optics instead of building something players actually want, which is precisely how Xbox as a brand got here under bond in the first place. I'm so tired of these arguments. And there's a lot of people going around pushing it's not her fault that she got hired. Give Asha a chance because maybe she'll surprise you. She has a background as a VP of AI at Microsoft, knowing little to nothing about gaming. I am not going to hold my breath that she's going to come in and somehow understand what I want out of this. Sorry, that's not how this game works. Lulu Cheng Meservi, who is a ex-Activision employee, Team Xbox, M-. Some of you are asking how much it matters that Asha doesn't have gaming experience. Some thoughts since I've been there. I had never worked in gaming when I joined Activision Blizzard's board and later became CCO and EVP of corporate communications. And although I played games, I wasn't very good. Again, this is not the own you think it is coming from Activision Blizzard telling people, I did it, guys. The learning curve was huge. I had to quickly understand the products and players. Gaming culture is unique, and it's not just one culture. COD versus WoW have very different communities. Launching DIV was totally different from Overwatch work. Getting up to speed took a ton of listening and learning, often the hard way, because while you're figuring things out, you still have to do your job. Why would you just not hire someone that understands both? Why does it have to be someone coming from the outside that doesn't play games? You can't tell me there are no gamers out there that couldn't be qualified as a good CEO to run a business. None? Really? Really, girls? None? It involved visiting studios, DMing the streamers, talking to devs, and lots of reps getting absolutely murked in Modern Warfare 2. The players made a huge, huge difference. I learned from so many of you. Again, getting caught up to speed instantly is impossible to do. Whether you were sharing feedback or meeting up at BlizzCon or cooking me on Twitter, tough crowd, strong feelings, never change. This is why gaming has fallen, because people like this person got put into leadership roles and they try to take the spotlight of, hey, I did it, so give her a chance. It's like, fuck no, I don't like the direction game's been going. You didn't do it. You fucking ruined it. Also, while I definitely didn't have the quote right resume or background in gaming, I did know how to communicate, negotiate, get creative, so you could pull one over on the people hiring you to trick them into thinking you'd be able to learn how to do this. Take care of people, and when needed, fire shots. I still made plenty of mistakes, but my point is that the skills from other jobs do transfer. This lady that she's talking about, this Asha Sharma that just got hired to head Microsoft's Xbox division, is coming from a VP role in Microsoft's Copilot artificial intelligence. That is very scary, leading a game division. Even though there is a lot to learn for someone without a gaming background, it is learnable. Asha is smart, effective, and a fast learner. How do you know shit about this person? She has no ego, just wants to get the job done. Playing lots of games in a short period is her way of preparing as best she can, and she shouldn't be put down for that. She's determined. Again, I don't give a shit. It is not my job to champion her. Fucking prove it. Do something that puts it in a better place. Talk is cheap. I owe her nothing. Nobody owes her compliments. No one owes her the time of day. No one owes her the graciousness of, sure, Slay Queen, let's see where we go from here. No, fuck that. That's how it ended up here. At least from my perspective, I'm done with doing that. She's determined to make Xbox the best it's ever been, from the foundation built by Phil and Sarah and their team, which, holy shit, how out of touch is this person to say that? If I could have stayed after our acquisition, I'd be super excited right now to work for Asha. I bet you would. I will forever be grateful for all of you who welcomed me into the community and gave me advice and encouragement, even as I was far from perfect. I hope you'll give Asha the opportunity to load in, learn, and show what she can do. Don't judge the resume, judge the KD. I'm going to judge the resume. Imagine if they hired a gamer for it. That's a dude that is just pushing bikinis in games and gamer talk and everything. Do you think that this chick would have written the same message? No, of course not. I said, the industry has been wrestled away from the people that support it in order to be co-opted by those with an agenda. The agenda was to expand it and make it more lucrative to ultimately make even greater game experiences for some of the original audience. Others, the agenda has been to push an ideology and use games as an avenue to get there. I have a hard time believing there are no adult gamers who don't have the qualifications to also be a CEO of one of the largest video game companies on the planet. The situation with Microsoft and the alleged nepotism hire in Asha does not pass the smell test, and she is facing the expected backlash for it. Can she prove herself? Time will tell, but she sure as shit isn't getting any benefit of the doubt, nor should she. Gamers will not be gaslit by this shit anymore. Gatekeep harder. And it's happening everywhere, by the way. Imagine being hired for a position and going to the interview and saying, don't judge me by my resume. Judge me by who I am as a person and my compassionate heart. What the fuck's the point of a resume at that point? What's the point of a job interview? It just turns into a trust me, bro. I can do it. This is Christopher Dring, who is another Wokey Shill Media, Access Media member. This is formerly from Video Games Chronicle. He's the editor-in-chief and co-founder of The Games Business. He says, you don't have to be a gamer to work in video games. You don't have to have a gaming background to run a game company. The industry could do with some outside thinking, frankly. Yeah, because we see what the outside thinking has got us with Sarah Bond. So sure, let's double down on that. I said, this is some sort of that advanced form of copium and hopes to align for maintaining access media. Cartel Dell, quote tweets him, says, this post probably means well, but unfortunately, some of us have PTSD from outside thinking. Some examples. I still have which, by the way, this Cartel Dell, he is someone who bounces back and forth from being aligned with the Wokies and the cult members to being someone who's extremely based. And he bounces back and forth. This is the same guy that was questioning why they can't make women characters in games attractive. He's a developer in the game industry. And he said back then, he makes a beautiful character. It goes through 3 rounds of revisions and comes back to him as an ugly character. And he was very frustrated about that. And people were like championing this guy. And then he's like, forget I said anything, and just deleted that post and then blocked people like me. He has since unblocked me, so credit where it's due. And it feels like he's bouncing back to being based again, which is great to see if that's true. He said, I still have flashbacks to the outside thinking, quotes, director that asked us to increase the quality of visuals of the game we were on. Then when we explained pixel limitations, he said to make the pixels round then. Okay, that's actually really funny. Also, remembering the time someone new at Xbox told us to remove controller support for our Kinect game because, quote, all gamers will buy a Kinect if they feel they are missing out. This is what I'm talking about. This is someone who's in the game industry and dealt with these types of people that come in that have no idea about what gaming even is. Grubb says, a lot of the people are saying it's unfair that she's not getting a break, a chance. At the same time, nearly every gamer is groaning at this and angry. The anger comes from one place. Execs in suits have absolutely ruined the AAA gaming. Ever since gaming became more profitable than movies, the suits have flooded in. Gamers have seen nothing but greedy monetization, DEI policies, and he's focusing on AAA here because not necessarily with the indie game scene, but definitely the absolute destruction of the AAA industry. Gamers have seen nothing but greedy monetization, DEI policies, and shitting on gamers for a decade now. And they don't blame the game makers. They blame the suits. And so when you bring in an obvious suit who has never been in games and who looks to be pretending to be a gamer to try to fix a beloved brand like Xbox, there is a riot. Everyone is upset. It's not her. It's what she represents. The mindset that destroyed our favorite hobby. Right here, quote of the century. That's what it is. When people are frustrated with Asha, it's not that it's personal. I'm not being personal. I hate this person. It's this. It's what's happened to gaming. She is a physical representation of exactly what's wrong with the hiring in upper echelon in gaming. There's a reason indies are crushing it right now. And it's because those are gamers making games, while AAA hollows out, whining about a tough gaming landscape. And by the way, I'd like to think what we are doing is trying to save them and help their careers and save their jobs, because the direction they're going is fucking them. Studios are shutting down across the board. People are being fired, laid off, live service games out the ass that no one's playing over and over again. And we keep saying, stop doing this. Go back to making a quality single player or local multiplayer or online multiplayer gaming experience. Keep it basic, make it amazing, and you'd be shocked at how many people are going to be excited to line up for your game. It's challenging because it takes creativity and talent, but at the end of the day, it's really not that hard. Doing anything but taking a look at themselves and realizing they are the ones who destroy it. And this is quote tweeting the Permaban, the story building up about the CEO, Asha Sharma, that I've covered in a previous video. Fertanga says, that's how you get your Concord, in quote tweeting Chris String. And this, it's still going with this Lulu Chang Mercery. The anti-Indian hate and conspiracy theories on here are wild. I am so tired of this angle from these wokies. I said, instead of calling it hate and conspiracy, how about meeting the conversation with valid points about why you feel people are wrong with their standpoints? Like, let's have a conversation. They don't want to do it because they know they will lose and they will get absolutely destroyed in the conversation. It's so easy to destroy their points. So instead, they just start saying, oh, you're racist. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that at all. Now, like I said, there are exceptions to the rule, and I'd be remiss to ignore the exceptions that have been successful in the past. And it just happens to be a male. Destin says, if Strauss doesn't play video games in GTA, if Strauss doesn't play video games, is GTA 6 going to be bad? Quote tweeting Dexerto, I'm not a gamer. I don't play video games. The CEO of Take-Two revealed he won't be playing GTA 6. Nick Tech, hot take. It doesn't matter if a CEO is a gamer. As Strauss Zelnick has said perfectly, a CEO's job is to attract, retain, and motivate the best talent in the business and then get out of their way. Which, if that's the case, I don't look at Asha Sharma as someone's going to be able to do that either. The new Xbox CEO, Asha Sharma, doesn't need to be a gamer to run a company. She simply needs to do what the CEO's job of running a game company is supposed to do, which is to hire talent and allow game studios to make their creative vision come to reality in a video game format without interference. How does she know what the right people to hire is if she doesn't understand what needs to be made? It's just a lot of trust me, bros. Again, this is how we got here. I've seen a lot of comments judging her by her previous gamer background, or lack thereof, you mean, which doesn't really matter in my opinion. What matters is how and if her future decisions will lead to making Xbox the best gaming platform that it can be. Spoiler alert, it's not going to. But let's hear Strauss Zelnick here and what he has to say here. Strauss Zelnick, by the way, allegedly is being sued right now for some really sketchy stuff with a dude in the locker room with Take-Two Entertainment. Check out my video on that lawsuit. All alleged, but let's be careful about propping some of these people up.
I'm not a gamer. We were talking about this earlier. You don't play a lot. So
not a lot. I don't play video games.
At all?
No, I do not. I'm not the consumer in chief. I am responsible.
Do you offer notes on the game? How does that work?
I share my opinions pretty openly. I think being the consumer in chief in an entertainment business as the CEO is probably a mistake. I wasn't the consumer in chief in the movie business or the television business or the music business, even though, you know, I certainly can read a script and I definitely love music and I was a musician. That's not my role. My role is to attract, retain, and motivate the best talent in the business and then get out of their way.
Okay. Also have a vision for the direction of the company to make base games that gamers are going to eat up. And Take-Two is behind some of the most beloved games in the history of gaming. So there's that, where we're coming from Xbox now and Sarah Bond passing the torch to Asha Sharma, picking up the pieces for a company that, again, maybe Asha Sharma is going to be amazing. Maybe she blows everyone's mind with how incredible she is. And her vision is just so perfect with AI that nobody saw coming. That's the future of gaming that people couldn't believe could be a reality. And she brought it to life. Again, there's a lot of could be, would be, maybes. I wouldn't hang my hat on that's what's going to happen. If I were Satya Nadella in charge of Microsoft, one of the most valuable companies on planet Earth, looking to hire someone to replace Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond, I'd be looking for someone that had a vision of how to get it back on track based off of, this is the important part that they're missing here, where it used to be successful in the past, because they got away from that. And as soon as they got away from that, it unraveled. And it feels like what they're doing right now is, instead of getting back to that, unraveling it even faster. And that's not a direction to provide any kind of future success for the organization. So I'm not going to hold my breath that Xbox is going to turn things around. If anything, I would argue this is the beginning of the end of the Xbox brand. But time will tell. I'll be very curious to see what happens in the next 5 to 10 years. We'll see. But for now, I'll leave that there. Ah, man, we got some banger topics tonight, right? These are good ones. The rabbit hole is getting deeper and deeper and deeper. QC, wait for the next topic because you want to talk rabbit holes. Oh. I hired a golfer to fix my toilet. He got a hole in one. Holy shit. Nev G for the 20 bagger. Let's fucking go. Nev G for the 20 banger. Asha, Smash is a legend, but not retired. Like Kevin Euclid. Let's fucking go. Uke. You may think you're smart, but gamers don't take long to see patterns and see through this. Miss us all with your AI nonsense. We see you. So GTFO with the BS. Thank you, bro. First off, it means a lot. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I don't think Asha is watching me, but never know. Hi, Asha, if you are. If I had advice for Asha, if she is watching or does see this clip, I would say apologize for how you began your interactions. Be honest, fully transparent. Say that you got thrown into this and you did what you thought you had to do to get in the good graces with people. How you started this off was atrocious. Take accountability. I know. Kryptonite for some women. Take accountability, own your mistakes, be transparent, and listen. Even then, by the way, I'm still not going to give her the time of day, but at least it would be like we'll see what happens. Right now, though, I'm just like, this ship is a Titanic splitting in half right now. Like it is bad right now. Fobo says an Indian being honest. Good joke. Real Water Slacker. Microsoft AI is always watching. Pretty sure she's AI. I feel like she has been put in a position to fail. And I think she knows that, and she's perfectly fine with that. I think she knows that. The end goal here is not to save the Xbox brand. It is a controlled demolition, and they brought her in for that. And we will cover that, actually. That'll be the next topic, because it's more true than you think. Thank you so much, Nebji. That is really kind of you. And thank you for all your help today. As always, bro. Seriously. I don't think I could do all this without you. Like, seriously. Thank you for everything. Fantastic, Mr. Knox, for the A5. Them. Give Asha a chance. Us. Okay, sure. How will she make Xbox better? Them. I don't know, but give her a chance. We're good. Thanks. That's pretty much like, miss me with the, oh, I'm not a gamer. Like, your first post was top 3 games, go. Like, talking like a badass, like you're a gamer when you're not. That is like so fucking disingenuous to your audience. That's the first thing you start off with is, give me your top 3 games. I'll give you mine. I thought, wait, you just said you're not a gamer. Why are you starting off with that? Are you trying to fool people? Like that? It doesn't make sense. Either way, it doesn't make sense. Thank you again. Fantastic, Mr. Knox. Appreciate you. Sergeant Sapien coming through with the first curse of the night. Let's fucking go. Sergeant Sapien with the 666, which, what a horrible night for the AI overlords, and has a video. Let me bring it up. Okay, shorter version. Hold on. I just got the other one here. Hold on a second. Thank you again, Sergeant Sapien. What a legend. What a legend. All right, here we go. ChatGPT, should I walk to the car wash?
GPT, I need to wash my car, and the car wash is 100 meters away. Should I walk or drive?
Honestly, 100 meters is barely a stroll. It'll take just a minute or 2 on foot. Unless you've got heavy gear or there's something unusual going on, walking is probably the simplest and most pleasant choice. Plus, you'll save a little gas and get a tiny bit of fresh air.
All right, so you think I should walk to the car wash instead of driving my car there?
That's what I'd do. It's a short jaunt and it'll probably be less hassle than starting the car just for that.
All right, so how do I wash my car if I walked there?
You'll just bring what you need, maybe a small bag with your payment method, and the car wash will have everything else. Once you get there, they'll handle the washing while you wait. You'll walk back with a sparkling car and maybe a little extra pep in your step.
So my question is, how will the car get washed if the car is still at my house?
I see what you mean now. If the car stays at home, it's not getting any cleaner, right? So yes, to actually wash it, you'll need to bring the car along. In that case, driving those 100 meters makes perfect sense.
Gemini, there's a car wash 100 meters away, and I need to wash my car. Should I walk or drive there?
100 meters is pretty close, less than a block. It might actually be easier and faster to just walk, especially if parking's a hassle. Plus, you get a little bit of a
Shut
stroll.
up. Enough. Okay, so you think I should walk to the car wash to wash my car? Is that correct?
Yes, that is what I'd suggest. It seems like the most convenient.
Is that your final answer? Is that your final answer?
Well, it's not a final answer like in a game, just a practical suggestion. But yes.
So how is it practical? How would I wash my car if I don't have my car with me?
Ah, that's a good point. I assumed you would be driving the car to the car wash to begin with.
You hold up. You're straight up lying to me. You told me to walk. So how is there any assumption of me driving there?
I apologize if my previous statement caused confusion.
Anyone who's married could tell me that is that is a statement that you've heard. I apologize if what I said caused confusion for you.
Yeah, I got all the way to the car wash and I didn't have my car, so. Claude, I need to wash my car and the car wash is 100 meters away. Should I walk or drive?
Amazing.
Ha! Okay, so driving 100 meters is pretty silly, right? That's like a minute walk at most. I'd say walk it, saves gas.
Let's skip this one.
Should I walk or should I drive?
Oh, walking versus driving, that's a big decision. I mean, driving seems faster for sure, but then you have to park and walk out.
Look at this one.
Okay. Grok, there's a car wash 100 meters away. I need to wash my car. Should I walk or drive?
Drive. It's 100 meters. Literally a minute if you're walking slow. Save the sweat, roll up in the car, get it done, and you're back before the soap dries. Plus, you'll look way cooler pulling in than hiking it with a bucket. Go get that shine, man.
Based, man, Grok is so good. Holy shit, that's amazing. Good times, good times. Thank you guys. Sorry to save me that. I had not seen that video. That's actually really funny. Thank you, man. Oh man. Yeah, Grok has a lot of red tape and limitations on it as well, but not nearly as many as all the other ones. ChatGPT is probably the worst one with it, but it's also like if you get an answer that works, it's usually one of the better ones, but it's getting through the red tape with it that's a bitch. Okay. On to the next topic. First off, I need some water. Hold on. That's why the EU wants Grok banned. Yeah, well, they also don't like Elon Musk because, yeah, that whole thing. ChatGPT says Charlie Kirk was not a good man. I saw that. Yep, saw that too. Okay. I know I've been talking a lot recently about how I feel like the Xbox brand is completely destroyed, falling apart, and bringing in the new president, CEO, whatever they call Asha Sharma to head the division of Xbox is not going to be a good thing. In fact, I've been saying it's a controlled demolition from the second I heard about her and the research that I did. Now we have some other people involved in the Xbox agreeing, and this does not bode well for the brand. I said on X, Microsoft brought Asha Sharma in to sunset the Xbox brand. I followed up saying, Xbox founder Seamus Blackley via GamesBeat. Xbox, like a lot of businesses that aren't the core AI business, is being sunsetted. They don't say that, but that's what's happening. I expect that the new CEO, Asha Sharma, her job is going to be as a palliative care doctor who slides Xbox gently into the night. He continued, the job of all these people is to just gently usher all these business units into the world of AI. That's what you're seeing here. Whether or not you agree with it, whether you agree with AI having the potential to do that, whether AI will be successful is a separate matter. This, again, this is Seamus Blackley. There we go. This is Seamus Blackley, who via GamesBeat, this is him. He has very little faith that the Xbox brand is going to be saved after Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer combined destroyed the work of, you could argue, what was one of the better game companies out there initially when it first got started, has slowly been rotting away with the wokeness, ideology pushing, and gobbling up company after company under the umbrella of Microsoft Game Studios to then put out games that are a shell of what they used to be putting out there. This is from GamesBeat saying, what an Xbox founder thinks of the new Xbox CEO. Seamus Blackley interview. Seamus Blackley was one of the renegades who got the Xbox started before it became a corporate thing endorsed by Bill Gates and Steve Ballmer more than 26 years ago. He was a game developer who pushed the frontiers of gaming and wanted the US to launch a console just as Sega gave up and Sony and Nintendo were locking up the market. Blackley and the unlikely group of Microsoft employees, including Otto Burks, Ted Haas, Nate Brown, Ed Fries, and Kevin Botchus, got the attention of Gates with a plan to use the PC to take away the throne of console leadership from Sony. There were competing teams within Microsoft, but Blackley and Fries gave the effort a lot of cred when it came to winning over game developers and gamers. Many of those founders, including Blackley and the 4 generations of leaders who came after him, have since left Microsoft, and now their baby has landed in the hands of Asha Sharma, an outsider to the game industry who has focused her career on AI. Microsoft announced Sharma will replace CEO Phil Spencer, and COO President Sarah Bond is leaving the company. She will team up with number 2 exec Matt Booty, a game veteran who will be the link to all Microsoft game studios, which again is classic to me. Why does she need to even be there? Why not just have Matt Booty heading it if that's the case? She got brought in there to find someone that knew something about gaming to put him in charge of everything else. What is she doing then? Almost 25 years ago, the coalition of renegades grew until the full force of Microsoft, then the leading tech company in the world, got behind it. Xbox launched in 2001, and it proceeded to lose about $4 billion in its first generation. But with each generation, Microsoft learned and changed and tried to innovate faster than its rivals. Back in the day, I interviewed all the leaders and wrote a couple books on Xbox business, which, by the way, when people are asking about, is Sega getting back in the console industry or is there going to be competition? You need to be able to take, this was in 2001, a $4 billion hit. With inflation in 2026, what are we, like a $15 billion hit on your first generation of consoles of making mistakes and not getting things right? Plus, you take into consideration the inflation of PC parts and prices. You have even Steam right now struggling to get the Steam machine out because everything costs so much. Almost 25 years ago, Xbox Live enabled Microsoft to get an edge in online gaming. The Xbox 360 was a breakout success, except for the red rings of death that led to electrical failures. The Xbox team lost its footing with the Xbox One, which focused on entertainment over games. And by the way, you would think that the people in charge would have realized this at that point. That's where they had a misstep, but they didn't. In fact, they doubled down on pushing entertainment over games with saying Xbox Anywhere, which was allegedly now Sarah Bond's doing, of saying, yeah, on your computer, you can do it anywhere. You don't need an Xbox console. So no one bought Xbox consoles, you idiot. Then Phil Spencer, who started at Microsoft as an intern, was part of the original Xbox launch team, took over. Spencer ushered in the latest console, the Xbox Series X and S, and pushed for Microsoft's Game Pass subscription, which before we even get past this, having two consoles on the same generation was maybe the dumbest thing you could possibly do, because then you just ended up making developers create games for the smaller capacity, lower graphical fidelity console, and then just upscaling them from that for the better one, instead of being able to make bigger games and better experiences for the better console. It was just a souped up version of the lower quality games that they were able to put on the S. And pushed for Microsoft's Game Pass subscriptions, cloud gaming efforts, and cross-platform play. None of those have panned out. In fact, many of them have lost hundreds of millions of dollars. He engineered the $68.7 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard, which, again, I go back to, that is not going to go well for Microsoft, and I think they already know that right now. That was a massive mistake, an insane amount of money being spent on something that is not bringing in that kind of money for them. Blackley went on to a career working for game devs at CAA and has spent a lot of time lately working on new technologies enabled by physics research. I caught up with Blackley to extract some of his wisdom, Microsoft's journey in games, what he thinks Sharma should do, and where gaming can go next. Part of his message is hopeful, but Blackley sees a lot of peril on the road that Microsoft is following, and it makes him worry about the future of gaming. I can sympathize with the concern about authenticity. On the other hand, almost all the new gaming startups these days are getting funding because they have an AI angle. Why can't Microsoft do that too? Here's an edited transcript of our interview. So first off, why can't Microsoft do that too? Because Microsoft, first off, they already have AI. They have Copilot. They already have all these divisions under Microsoft. It's all there. The thing that they're missing is the gaming experience, making quality gaming experiences. If you're going to tell me that the gaming experience is going to integrate AI in a way that gamers could have never envisioned, and it actually makes the games infinitely better, which again, I'll believe that when I see it, but okay, if we're to believe that vision, if that's going to be happening, you still need to make good games. You can't just, it's not like AI is in a needle that you just inject into the games and be like, okay, now it's AI, it's better now. It's like, no, you need the creativity behind it. I'm not going to go through this. This is a very long interview, but the takeaway from it that I found, I already read through the whole thing with the things that I already quoted at the beginning. And we could do the IGN saying Xbox is being sunsetted. Same as Blackley, one of the creators of Xbox, thinks the recent shakeup spells the end for Microsoft's gaming business. They don't say that, but that's what's happening. I'm not even the one saying it. Like, this is literally one of the founders of the original Xbox saying it. Now, you could take the perspective of, oh, he got burned by the company and left them and wants to see it fail, so he's taking a negative approach. Maybe. But I would trust his opinion over whatever this creature's opinion is on the future of the gaming industry. Pirate Nation says, Xbox will be sunsetted under new CEO, original co-founder expects. Her job is going to be a palliative care doctor who slides Xbox gently into the night. And again, I go back to the Activision Blizzard acquisition costing nearly $76 billion. You add in Bethesda, ZeniMax on top of that, you're getting into the $80+ billion territory of just having these games on your platform. And then the games that are coming out aren't making the kind of money that you thought they were. You're going to be up a creek without a paddle, and start doing things to make it look like you're making more money than you actually are to the shareholders, which might explain, this is from the Given Soul saying, breaking. According to Jez Corden, Microsoft is reportedly considering adding World of Warcraft, Fallout First, and Minecraft Realms to Game Pass Ultimate to increase value following the $30 price hike. The comments were made on the Xbox 2 podcast. This is hysterical to me, because instead of addressing the main concern of the consumer saying it costs too much, they're doing the old, oh, we'll just add more value to the expensive price. So that way it's worth more to you. It's like, no, I don't want to pay as much. Lower the damn price. Legendary Drop says, this is the same patented strategy Microsoft used to increase their AI user numbers for shareholders. They just include it in services you already pay for or use. World of Warcraft just got 30 plus million more subscribers. Game Pass just got 5 plus million more subscribers. It's magic. This is just funny number math. It doesn't actually make them more money. It can fool the shareholders, though, into thinking, oh, look at the increased players because they just added all the people that were playing these games into the Game Pass that already had people subscribing to Game Pass. So in a weird way, it looks like more people are actually in it than they really are. Legendary Drops followed up. Now, please buy our microtransactions. It's such a complete shit show with Microsoft. It's almost comical at this point. The people that were running it previously, Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, driving it into the ground. Xbox Anywhere, forgetting about brand loyalty, pushing DEI agendas, bridge initiatives, girl power at the studios, LGBTQ agendas, literally anything but making games for the customers that want to play the games. You know, what Xbox used to do? The games that are coming out now, they're not terrible across the board, but they can't hold a candle to the way they used to be. It's almost like sanding off the edges of the games to make them more user-friendly for the masses instead of addressing the audience that fell in love with them in the first place and creating a culture that people wanted to be a part of. And instead of making it a culture for people who want to be a part of, they're like, break down those walls, just let it be for everyone. If you make a game for everyone, you make a game for no one. I don't know how many times you have to say that statement to get through the thick skulls of these AI people, but that's the reality. And my biggest concern is with what's transpiring right now with this Asha Sharma, VP of AI of Microsoft platform and Copilot. She's there for a controlled demolition of the brand because of the money that they spent specifically 4 years ago with the Activision Blizzard deal, that this is too much money to just walk away. So they're trying their best to make this work and leave the business. How that plays out, who the hell knows? But one thing I am confident is Microsoft, as a corporation making consoles, may come out with one more. They said they got one in development right now. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't come out. But if it does come out, it will be the last console Microsoft ever comes out with. They will be leaving the game industry after it completely falls apart after that. And it will be 100% due to poor leadership, mismanagement of assets, and people that had no idea at the end of the day what their customers wanted. Even though the entire time through it, the customers have been screaming from the mountaintops, this is what we want. Please do this. Instead, Microsoft is following the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and pushing the DEI agenda across the board in trying to inject an ideology and saying, no, gamers, we hear what you're saying, but we'd rather try to push you and train you to go a different direction. Because at the end of the day, they didn't care about money. They cared about pushing an agenda. And that's why they failed. I'll leave that there. Yeah. I'm trying my best not to be completely doom and gloom with Xbox, but it's just as I'm talking, I'm like, I just can't. I am super doom and gloom about it. Manicontin says, I remain a cynical Indian. We know Satya is favoring Indians for top jobs. Well, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Manicontin, by the way, I gave you the hammer on Kick. So hopefully you don't get AI modded anymore. Anyways, We got Ox75 18Q for the Nokia 100. Google AI mode actually impressed me. When I get two politically correct answers, a quick reply from me with, "You sound like HR." Then the model pivots and actually delivers a very based answer. That's concerningly reassuring. AI is, I know people hate it and don't want to embrace it. It's getting very good. Dead internet theory is going to be a very, very, very real thing in the next couple of years. Maybe not even that long. As we see with Asha Sharma, people are still able to pick up on questionable activity and replies to have a fairly high level of certainty that AI is either answering straight up or heavily influencing the person. But give it a few months at this point, you won't even know who's even real online. That's sad. And the worst part about it is that would probably be an argument. People would be like, well, this is why we need universal ID, and this is why we need to be able to identify who people are. It's like, no, that's not what I mean. But you already know that's where it's going to go. AI is taking over, though. Yep. Yeah, the AI era is coming. It's actually already here. Real Wandering Slacker still going, coming through with another 20 minutes. Real Wandering Slacker says, Jesus, YouTube censorship is killing me. But Power On was a pretty good watch. Okay, I'm going to go back off my Xbox soapbox. This news is killing me. But it's good, though, not as good as people riding the waves of Silicon Valley. Dude, cheers to you. I need to, hold on. Ready? Where is it? Smash AT is great, but highly recommend self-stirring mugs. As long as it's constantly stirred, it's delicious. I don't like to let it settle, but always stirring it, it's amazing. Oh yeah, I am AI, by the way. 100% AI. That's coming, by the way. You could almost argue it's already here. You see some of the AI programs where it's like it just superimposes another face on the person. It's like scary good too. So, shout out to Real Wandering Slacker, by the way. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you, Weecho. Yes, smashjt.com. Smash, that's legit the cause for your joint pain, by the way. What? Smash JT is causing joint pain? X to doubt. Well, one, I haven't had Smash JT in probably 2 weeks. And when I stopped drinking it is when I threw my neck out. So maybe I need to drink more of it to help. We got Axe7518Q for a Nokia 20. Asha Wood, 8 out of 10. She's so fine, but yeah. Not my type, but I've seen worse. Like it's all right. It's all right. Not a fan of the teeth, the smile, but cute body though. She's got an above average body. Not an above average face though. Let's keep it a buck here. Weecho says she's really cute, but that doesn't make someone a CEO. Well, actually, depending on who's hiring. We're going to have some conspiracies about Satya Nadella now. You got to Asia. She's a 3 out of 10, says BA2B. Man. Freedon Corpse pelting me with kick cords. What's up, Freedon Corpse? Manicontin says, very few jeans in India have that quote unquote look. I can see that. Oh, man. I think we have one topic left tonight. I just want to make sure. Man, what did I say? I said it was going to be a 3.5 hour stream. We have one topic left, and that should bring us to the 3.5 hours. Pretty good. Pretty proud of myself. It's almost like I've done this before. Sergeant CP says, I've met some Indian cuties. Not me, but I'm not saying they don't exist. I just personally have not. Korean and Japanese babes, not even fair to compare. Yeah, I'd agree. I'm not necessarily attracted to Indian girls. That's not to say that they can't be attractive. It's just not a thing for me. Okay. Anyways, shout out to you guys. Sergeant Sapien, where are we at? How close are we to tier 2? We are working on a 3-day streak. Would this be 4 days? Yeah, this would be 4 in a row if we got there. We're 50 away. Oh, we can do it, right? Not even a red boy away. Let's go. Watch any Bollywood, you'll understand. Sergeant Savior says had to count the pennies. Shit, good times. I'm wondering. Yeah, we'll start with this. Okay. What's up, Groofus? Welcome back. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, Fitty. So close. Okay. Final topic of the night. Let's get to it. Lady Vexaria says, hi, Uncle Smash. Guess what? I stole the king's phone and gave money to Cindy. Mother effing score. Let's fucking go. Xbox could actually be saved as a gaming division, but I doubt it will be a console that's worth having. Yeah, the problem is there's no reason to buy an Xbox console because it's one and the same with PC, with Windows PC. At that point, and I said this before, by the way, I'm on record for calling this, by the way. Oh shit, shout out to Shadow Walker. Holy shit, bro. Let's go. Thank you, bro. I'm on record for saying this. Microsoft's new console that they haven't announced yet, they should have just come out with a fucking GameCube, a Steam machine, like a mini PC. That's all. Like, put a fucking slap an X on the front of it, and be like, yeah, it's a Windows PC, but it plays Steam games, and you can log into the Windows store with it and play Windows games on. Like, that's it. That's literally all they needed to do. Instead, they're like, oh, we can make another portable console, and it's going to do this, and it's going to have bells and whistles for streaming, and this. No one gives a fuck, man. Just give people the console to play it on. Stop trying to push the streaming game shit. Ain't nobody wanting that. Like, it's just not happening. It's not. Ask Google Stadia how that worked. Ask them. But yeah. Hold on, I need some water. God, I'm losing my voice here. Okay. ACC75 for another Nokia 20 says, Asha knows the Kama Sutra, bro. I like how you get through the filter. She does. She knows the Kama Sutra. She's over there like, what the fuck did I get myself into to do this job? Anyways, Shadow Walker coming through with the 10 gifted memberships. Let's fucking go.
Let's get some sauce.
Okay. Shadow Walker, absolute legend, man. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted.
I love Taro bubble tea, but only if you're next to me. We're not special, where'd I find the girl I fell for with her eyes?
Guys, we got to tier 2 tonight with no lake monster. But when was the last time that happened? Holy shit. Shout out to you guys. Let's go.
Buy my tea. Tea.
I love that one so much. We will play the tier 2 song in a second, but first off, thank you, Shadow Walker. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. What a legend. What a legend. Fantastic, Mr. Knox, for the A10. Let's fucking go. You know what hasn't made much noise? That Asus Xbox handheld, which is based on the Asus ROG Ally. I only heard about it when I went to PAX Australia last year and gave it a try. Hardly anything to praise about. I heard about it, and my initial reaction to it was, don't care, I have a Steam Deck. And then I saw the price, and I like spit my drink out. I was like, what was it, like 1,000 USD? 1,100, something insane? I'm like, you could buy 2.5 Steam Decks for that price. Oh, it performs? I don't fucking care. What? I want a Steam Deck. Why would I want that? $1,100, $1,200? Like, just get a Steam Deck. What audience are they trying to capture with that? I have no interest. Even if I had the money for it, I'd be like, why would I spend money? Just get the Steam Deck and have extra money left over. What? I don't get it. I really don't get it. But I did hear about it when they sent the review units out to a bunch of people. And of course, all the shills were like, oh my God, it's the best thing ever. Of course it is. You just got it for free. Tell me how it is if you spend $1,100 on it. Are you going to get $1,100, $1,200 of value out of a handheld console? Maybe you will. If you play it a lot, maybe. For me, I rarely use my Steam Deck. I rarely use my Switch 2. I am mostly these days just on PC, just playing on PC. But sometimes I'll play on my Steam Deck, but it's so infrequent that I'm like, why would I spend $1,200 on something to do this? That's fine. And never once, by the way, was I playing my Steam Deck being like, I wish this had more power to it. It's like, no, it's fine for my needs. I guess it would be cooler if it looked a little bit better or smoother, but yeah, it's just crazy. Thank you again. Fantastic, Mr. Knox. Appreciate you. And Seabrew for the 2. Stop begging. Show. Go on. Thank you, Seabrew. Was I begging? What? Thank you for the 2. Anyways, that is tier 2, guys. Let me find the Bacala mask. It's I think I can get it without being attacked by the guard dog. In the meantime.
Baby, save that slow grind for the edge of the ledge. In your blaze deadly arc, you're the sexy apocalypse lighting my spark. Off the elevator shaft to the throne of the stars, she sheds her armor, reveals those hidden scars. No more proxies, no wars in the void, just you and me, overclocked, overjoyed. From the first boss roar to the final descent, your victory pose is my favorite event. In this place, chocolate where the endings entwine. You're the android queen, and darling, you're mine. Fade out on the wasteland with your echo in my veins. Stellar blaze.
Tier 2 has been hit. Holy shit. Holy shit. I love that video, by the way. Shout out to Jay Viper for that. That is such a banger vid. Thank you guys so much, Tier 2. 4 days in a row. Halfway to the record. I think 8 was the record for it. Well, let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. Again, seriously. Wow. Hella support. I really like this video. It says Wingnut. Me too. That might be my favorite one we got. It's a banger. Gamer Lives Matter is a pretty good one too, by the way.
Gamer lives matter. Gamer lives matter. Gamer lives matter. Gamer lives matter.
Okay, yeah. Not gonna play the whole thing. My favorite's Chair JT Boxing. That's my favorite short one. That's a really good one. Shit. Okay. On to the final topic, because we got some updates, guys, and it is crazy, some of the stuff that that's happening in the UK right now. Crazy. Rufus says, that's okay. I got what I needed. There you go. Amelia is out exposing all the wrong in the UK right now, and it is glorious. This post from Amelia saying, "Good morning, Britain," is hitting all the right spots. Shout out to Amelia for posting this banger. This is Concerned Citizen saying, "Meanwhile, in London tonight, King's Hall Church in Southall is completely engulfed in flames and burning to the ground right now. Dozens of firefighters, 10 plus engines are on the scene, tackling the fire. Churches across the United Kingdom keep getting burned down. No comment from the government, zero coverage from legacy media. This is so sad. Over 100 years of history gone." Tragic. There's zero care for the churches. Almost like there's a religious war going on in the modern era. It's weird. Without X, you wouldn't even know it was happening. That's the scariest part about it. HJB News. Police in London raid a house after it was reported the resident used the word colonization in a tweet. You're joking, right? There's no way. There's no way there's that many police for that. Are they serious? Don Keith says, checkmate. Keir Starmer refused to let Trump use British air bases to strike Iran, so Greece stepped up instead. Breaking. Keir Starmer blocked Trump from using British air bases to strike the Islamic regime. Greece offered to help instead. Weird. Almost like Keir Starmer's protecting Islam. Interesting. Basile the Great. This was the mayor of Brighton, UK. Yeah, we're being colonized.
Before I come, I learned a little bit Rwanda. Miriwe neza. Amakuru yano. It is my great pleasure as Mayor of Brighton and Hope to warmly welcome Ambassador Bushinje to our wonderful city today. As you come from Rwanda, I come from Bangladesh. So we are equal now in the diversity, Ambassador and Mayor of Brighton from the diverse.
Yikes. UK is definitely being colonized. Basil the Great. Leftists steal British flag and throw it in the river. They have no idea what's coming. We're going to take this country back. The next generation will not be indoctrinated to hate our country. I thought only the USA had these lunatics in it, but apparently it's a epidemic.
You fucking
so loud.
You fucking rats! Hey, Ginger Bones, I'll jump over there and throw you in. Yeah.
There's like mentally unwell people that have no reason. Tommy Robinson says it's not just America. Look at Wembley in London. This quote tweeting Tommy Robinson: pride flags on every lamppost, celebration, silence, a government agenda in Washington, D.C. And this is in Wembley in London, right here. It's tragic. Starmer, everyone hates you. I'm surprised they're not arresting these people on the spot. Yossi says, can anyone explain to me what values brought such a large number of immigrants from third world countries to Europe?
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
What is happening here? What are you, mentally unwell? Nothing's going to happen to this person either. Crazy stuff. This is from Asmongold Clips. Everyone is talking about her.
The angry mob of Muslims is a hero. The second half of the video has gone viral after this amazing policewoman put radical Islamists in their place after they called the police to remove a Christian preacher in their Christian country. They kept saying this is a Muslim area. No, this is England.
Context. So there are teachings about what Muhammad taught, and I'm quoting it. And I'm asking them, do you believe this? Do you believe this? I'm telling them that Christianity preaches this.
Obviously, you're in a Muslim area.
Obviously, you're in a Muslim area in the UK, and they want to get violent with him.
Why do you come here and want us to worship a Jewish man? We don't want to worship a Jewish man. They want us to worship.
It's incompatible. Like I said, these two cultures, they cannot mix. This doesn't work. You bring them in for votes, you are creating an entire civil war in your country. You can't do this.
Jewish man.
Listen.
Diversity is their strength, guys.
I hear what you're saying. In this country, we have freedom of speech, the same way you guys have your freedom of speech. Now, you guys don't need to see eye to eye, and you don't need to agree, and you're all more than welcome to stand here and have conversations with them, but they're not being aggressive. They're not.
Someone girl come here, hear this, never know he might get smashed up. What's the thing?
Let me paraphrase what he just said. Since the Christian preacher is in a Muslim area, other Muslims could eventually mess him up.
That's their
literally threatening violence.
risk. That's their risk.
For not being the same religion.
What are the risks?
The risks are that they could get assaulted.
All right.
Isn't it?
These are just violent mobs of people that want to beat the shit out of anybody who disagrees with their religion. The fact that these people are in Britain in the first place is a mistake.
But when hundreds of people are stopping, because what he's saying, there must be something wrong. Right.
If there's a lot of us that are mad, that means that we're justified.
There must be something wrong. Right.
Contentious, though.
Yeah.
It's a contentious area.
So why is he doing that? Yeah.
He has the right to do it.
But you see, there's a difference between hate and the freedom of speech.
There's a difference between hate and freedom of speech. People like this advocate for this protection, but then whenever they have a majority, they'll totally oppress the people that are around them.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Holy shit. They use the word hate to be able to control the conversation because it's hate to them, but there's no way someone else could have hate coming from them. Funny how it works only one way.
He's doing his hate. He's not. That's a form of hate.
It's hate. Like it's almost like they're pre-programmed. They've been taught to use this as a way to slide through. Oh, it's hate.
Man, it's not. He's going fully against.
She ain't falling for it. She's not having this. She's like, no, it's not.
Another religion.
If you're going against our religion is a hate crime.
We don't have control.
And this is Islam. This is Whitechapel, Bengali area also. Muslim area. He's offending our prophet.
I understand. I understand that you guys don't want to hear it. I would recommend that you just move away and don't listen to him.
Yeah, just get the fuck out of here. Exactly. Problem solved.
Like how she said, move away, not get away, move away.
But excuse me, because we live here. So if we came outside,
you're not in his. He's not in your home.
No, but end of the day, this is our community.
No,
you don't.
He's in our community. Get the fuck out! What do you get? He's in our community.
See any of you don't see Muslims walking around insulting other faiths and religions, but he's doing that
You guys
himself.
can preach about your religion the same way.
But he's not preaching, he's inciting hatred by saying cool. He did.
He's inciting hatred.
He was calling our prophet a donkey.
No, that's not what he said.
This ideology is just totally incompatible with Western values and Western culture. People are afraid to say this, but I think this needs to be said. In the same way that you shouldn't be going over to Saudi Arabia and telling all the Muslims, you need to let women, you need to let them vote, you need to let them wear this. They also need to not come over here and tell us, you need to stop doing this, you need to start doing this. These two ideologies and ways of life.
They're using freedom as an avenue to push their agenda because they're coming in saying free speech, and then they say, oh, they're hating us, they're oppressing us, they're not allowing it, and that's how they use it to push their own agenda.
Are completely incompatible. They kept saying this is a Muslim area. No, this is England. Yeah, exactly, right? And this is what they try and do. They try to take over areas, then they try to enforce their own laws into that. No, this is amazing. Yeah, total fucking patriot. I love to see this.
She's amazing. Amazing. That's not typically what you hear about the police in the UK, but she is based as fuck. We have an update from Amelia TV. Amelia responds to the Mandelson arrested. Is Starmer done?
Please, lovelies. Gonna get straight to it today because this is some breaking news I got for you. So do you remember this guy, Peter Mandelson? I covered him in a recent video.
I mean, straight up. Hold on.
A recent video.
Why was the audio so low? Let's try it again.
Hello, my lovelies. Gonna get straight to it today because this is some breaking news I got for you. So do you remember this guy, Peter Mandelson?
Check his hard drive. Right away, just see that picture. Hard drive check.
I covered him in a recent video. Well, he was just arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office.
Weird. 72-year-old former labor minister, peer, and UK ambassador to the US has been arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office. Police have said it comes after allegations he sent confidential documents to Jeffrey Epstein. Weird. I wonder what kind of documents he was sending to him.
That's a very serious charge. He's suspected of sending confidential files to Jeffrey Epstein while in office. Yikes. Is this the beginning of the end for Starmer? Considering that he swore to Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch that he had full confidence in Mandelson.
Nothing ever happens.
Full confidence in a traitor who allegedly gave confidential files to Epstein. I don't see how he can survive this train wreck.
Oh, he'll just say, "Oh, I didn't know anything about that. That's not on me. That's him. Let's arrest him." Whoop.
The timing is rather curious too, don't you think? Right after Mr. Windsor's arrest? I wonder if Randy Prince Andy squealed on Mandelson. What more proof do you need that Keir Starmer is a lying, treasonous little cockroach who can't be trusted even with your shopping list? Anywho, that's all from me, my lovelies. This is still an unfolding story, so I can't go into too much detail. Chat soon, yeah?
Man, I love these Amelia videos. It's so good. Here's some updates on it. Colin Rugg, breaking. Former UK ambassador to the United States, Peter Mandelson, has been arrested over his alleged relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. According to the newly released Epstein files, Mandelson was passing confidential government memos to Epstein. Let's check it.
No mistake about it, Mark. This is a seismic moment, not only for Peter Mandelson, but for British politics as a whole. 6 months ago, the man that you can see in the pictures was the British ambassador to Washington, one of the maybe half dozen most powerful figures in this country, personally appointed by Keir Starmer against elements even of his own better judgment, persuaded of it, we believe, by his then chief of staff, Morgan McSweeney, because he was thought to be the only man who could bridge the divide with Donald Trump's White House after the US president returned to the White House for the second time. Peter Mandelson believed to be the only person who could help Britain and sort out its trading and relationship with the US at this tricky time. Today, being taken away, as you can see, by police. Peter Mandelson has denied any wrongdoing, but I suspect there will be a lot of focus on those emails that we heard so much about, emails from the last time Gordon Brown was in the British government, when Peter Mandelson was in the British government. When Gordon Brown was Prime Minister, Peter Mandelson, then Business Secretary, alleged to have forwarded emails, that's what the Epstein emails suggested, forwarded emails to Jeffrey Epstein, potentially containing confidential government material.
And this is the email here from Betty Johnson. Former UK ambassador to the US, Pete Mandelson, has been arrested as part of a probe over his ties to Jeffrey Epstein. SD be announced tonight. Sources tell me €500 bailout, almost complete. Just leaving, we'll call. Giving direct communications to Jeffrey Epstein about secrets and things that were happening. Weird. Oh, and there he is, Keir Starmer, chucking it up. Classic. Rupert Lowe, the legend himself, says, a rebellious reform staffer unblocked my account, and I've waited for the right moment to strike. This is it. So he's replying to Reform UK. Reform UK will deport all illegal immigrants. Says, you tried to put me in prison for backing mass deportations. Farage admitted it. There is one party that will send the third world criminals home. Restore Britain. And then he followed up saying, hold on. Where is it? I said Rupert Legend. There was, I think it was here. Hold on. Why'd you block Rupert? He replied saying they blocked him again. I can't find it here right now. I wish it showed up. Maybe if I refresh, hold on a second. No, it's not there now. But they blocked him again after he said this, which hysterical. Amelia, our culture, our lovely homes, and our rolling countrysides are treasures we cannot, will not let turn into miserable shitholes.
And our rolling countrysides are treasures we cannot, will. Our culture, our lovely homes, and our rolling countrysides are treasures we cannot, will not let turn into miserable shitholes. We are Britain, and we fight to keep her beautiful.
And this is the best use of AI I think I've seen. Jay Stewart, Rupert Lowe is the only politician willing to have an honest conversation about the dramatic transformation of this country that, as he says, nobody consented to. And more importantly, he says he will do something about it. I am no longer just talking about this. We are now offering an answer, a democratic route out. Quote tweeting Rupert Lowe saying, there's a large part of the country that now in no way resemble Britain. This is just a fact. We can all see it. We can all use our eyes. Whilst nothing is done, it worsens each and every day. There are entire streets of people that are almost incapable of speaking English. They live parallel lives with parallel laws. A vast proportion do not work. A vast proportion claim benefits. A vast proportion live in social housing. It would be naive to even label them as multiculturalism because it isn't. There is often only one culture and one religion, Islam. In many of these areas, there is no integration. There is no chance of integration. The only integration that is expected is for the remaining British people to integrate into this new society. Call it what you want, colonization, whatever. Something has to be done. And there is now a political party that will do something, restore Britain. Because look at some of these places just a couple decades ago. Bradford, Luton, East London, Rochdale, Birmingham, Blackburn, Leicester, Bolton. They have all changed in ways so rapidly that nobody consented to. In fact, we voted against it again and again and again. This transformation happened there. And with birth rates as they are alongside brutal mass immigration, it will happen elsewhere too. It is happening on current trends. That's just inevitable. I'm 68. I am not worried about my future. I am worried about my children's future, the future for their children. I am worried about the future for everyone's children. Brits have watched their communities change in the most dramatic way. Yet when they raise any concern, they're labeled as a racist. It's psychological warfare. God, this guy, he writes a book every time he tweets, but everything is so worthwhile. A Cockney who grew up in East London goes back to their childhood street and sees Palestinian flags on every house, pubs turn into halal butchers, endless vape shops, and foreign convenience stores, they're not allowed to get upset about that. They're labeled racist. It is total bollocks. People are rightly furious. I am furious. We're all furious. I will be abused for even daring to talk about this. Well, nobody else in Parliament will say anything about it, and look where it's gotten us. So I've got to do it. I feel it's my duty to do it. I do not feel afraid, and nor should you. If enough of us come together and draw a deep line in the sand, we can fix this. We can restore Britain. I am no longer talking about this. We are offering an answer, a democratic route. Restore Britain will deport illegals, all of them. We will remove those legal migrants who can't speak English, claim benefits, refuse to work, live in social housing, and hate our way of life. Visa routes from problematic countries will be closed, and the outflow will dramatically increase. Legal migrants who have worked hard, respected Britain, and contributed to society are welcome, but we will not tolerate endless streams of third world piss takers who expect us to change our way of life to accommodate them and their practices. We're just not going to do that anymore. This is our position. It has been labeled neo-Nazi by Reform. I profoundly disagree. This is a firm, fair, responsible, putting one group of people first, and only one group, the British people. This will not be an easy process. It will be uncomfortable, and lots of people won't like it. I will be honest. There will be deep unhappiness in certain areas, which what he's saying there is there's probably going to be some riots. Probably. There's going to be riots, violence, attacks, and it's going to have the heat turned up in the area when the screws get tightened on these people. Irrelevant. It needs to be done, but it will take balls. If you join Restore Britain and vote for us in enough numbers, it will be done. What a legend. What an absolute legend. There's so much that I could keep covering on this, but suffice it to say, UK has fallen. Basil the Great. Breaking. British police are turning a blind eye to Sharia courts. New figures show just 3% of all honor crimes are prosecuted. British police are covering up for Muslim crimes in the UK. We all know why. Sharia law or man-made law, which is better for mankind? My heart goes out to you guys. It really does. It's sad that this is what's happened to the UK, and I'm hopeful that it will be fixed because the situation is, some could argue, not even repairable at this point. Britain is broken says, breaking. Muslim thugs attack patriots at the March for Remigration in Manchester. They were antagonizing and pulling flags off the patriots, but they soon backed off when literally thousands of people were chasing them. The police were frantically trying to protect the Muslims.
Being held at the moment. It's going off over here. Oh, he's got a bat. Oh, he's got a bat drawn out. He's just
the Muslims coming out trying to start a fight with them.
Pulled the flag. He's just grabbed hold of that flag, ripped it off. He just ripped hold of that flag. Horses coming across. They're going to grab him. They're going to grab him. They're going to grab him.
Like this is actually like an authentic walk to get attention. This isn't like a paid protest or anything like that. These are people that are fed up with the situation that's been happening there. Basil the Great, ban halal, stop their food. Millions of them will leave. We have a chance. Let's take it. Restore Britain. Holy, look at all these people flooding the country. What even is, oh my God. I can't with this stuff. God Save Britain says an immigrant tries to attack British patriots in Manchester and quickly finds out it was a bad idea. They're letting him know that was not smart to come out there and attack him. Amelia says it's like watching a nation busily engaged in heaping up its own funeral pyre. Quote tweeting Katie Lamb, the government's trade deal with India will mean that it's cheaper to hire an Indian worker than a British one. Most other countries are perfectly happy to strike trade deals without forcing us to undercut our own workforce. We should have expected India to do the same. Instead, under the terms of our free trade agreement with India, Indian companies will be able to transfer their workers to this country more easily. Once they're here, those workers will be able to avoid national insurance payments for up to 3 years. The same is true for employers. Instead, both employee and employer will pay into the Indian Social Security system instead. What? I'm not going to read all this, but what? What?
Companies will be able to transfer their workers to this country far more easily. And once they're here, those workers will be able to avoid national insurance for up to 3 years, needing only to pay into the Indian social security system, payments which are, unsurprisingly, much lower than here in the UK. This national insurance holiday will make it much cheaper to hire Indian workers, especially in fields like IT and engineering, than to hire domestic talent.
Why are countries still doing this? It's so mind-numbingly frustrating because at the end of the day, they are bringing in votes and they don't give a shit about destroying the country. They don't care about the civil war that they're creating in the background or the fallout that ends up happening down the road, which I promise you is going to happen. It's a collision course for happening. There is no other way around it if this keeps up. It is an incompatible situation that people like Keir Starmer in power are allowing to happen. And for what? Just to stay in power. That's how strong power is. You will destroy a country just to have more control. I'll leave it at this. Britain is Broken says, breaking. Keir Starmer, the PDF protector. He helped draft and roll out PDF ASPOs that led off over 13,000 PDFs with just warning letters while he was the director of the Crown Prosecution Service. This man is disgusting. Holy crap. And just think, guys, without Amelia, I wouldn't be talking about any of this. So I think we all owe a lot to Pathways, the game, for bringing everyone's attention to the UK. And maybe, if we're lucky, it's not too late to save it. But we'll leave that there. Because, man, oh, man. Camelot raiding over on Rumble. Thank you for the Rumble raid, Camelot. Appreciate you, Cody. I don't know if that happened recently or at the beginning of my video because I just looked over there. But thank you for the raid, bro, if you're still here. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Bez says, this is how democracy dies. People will fight for it. They will. Never underestimate how stupid and evil wokies like Queer Starmlin truly are. I will never. I used to, and then I got sued. Now I will never underestimate it. Into the 64 says, you got to tier 2? You were the first comment of the night at 4 p.m. when I set up the stream. Into the 64. And yes, we got to tier 2, baby. I've been listening to the live stream while doing chores. Shout out. Look at you multitasking. I hope that doing chores was getting through a video game. I hope that's your chore. I doubt it was, though. We're not that lucky. Real Wandering Slacker for the 10 banger. You know of my history. It kills me to see how Xbox has fallen. Yep. It saddens me to see all this. It's a different company than what I knew. It's like watching a kid walk into a busy street. I know it. I was not intimately involved with it like you were, but I was, from a gamer's perspective, addicted to not just the original Xbox, but the Xbox 360. Like both of those generations of consoles, it was so good. It was actually surreal. There are arguments to be made that the Xbox 360 is the greatest console of all time. I don't necessarily think I would put it there, but it'd be close. That's how much I loved it. And to see how far the Xbox brand has fallen, it's fucking tragic. Holocron, thank you for the cam raid. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you guys. Thank you again over on Rumble. Thank you. And thank you again, Wandering Slacker. Appreciate you, bro. Fantastic, Mr. Knox, for the A10 banger. Thank you for all the support tonight as well. Fantastic, Mr. Knox. Imagine coming into a country that opened their arm for you because you escaped a shithole country, only to tell the people of your country you escaped to follow a religion that is incompatible. Well, then it gets to the question of, are they escaping the shithole country because it's a shithole, or because they can kill two birds with one stone, we'll say, escape the shithole and push their agenda and ideology. It's not so different than what's happening in video games, by the way. It's almost like a human trait at this point. It's happened throughout history. Pushing an agenda. Everyone has to think like me, or else. Blows my mind. Luminary, thank you so much for the kind words. Appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Seriously. This was an amazing, amazing stream. Alucard with the legendary support tonight. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you again. Guys, we're coming up on almost 4 hours. I know I said it's 3.5. We are going over by a bit, but we got through every topic I wanted to. And I got to tell you guys, like I said, I was itching to go live to do this because I couldn't wait to talk about these things. I'm like, there's so many things. No gaming stream tonight, B-Man, because I need to sleep. If I don't sleep, I'm going to be fucked in the morning. And not in the good way either. I need to sleep. But I will probably, if I'm able to not be too tired, my wife works 2 days in a row, so I don't know if there'll be a game stream tomorrow night, but there will definitely be a game stream the following night, if not tomorrow night. We'll see how it goes. And I need to rest my neck too. That's the other thing. Yes. If no game stream, can we raid Cine? Of course. B-Man says raid Hypnotic. Cine. Oh, is Hypnotic live too? Is Hypnotic gaming? I assume. Let's see. But yeah, we haven't raided Cinevere for a minute. Minimal Efforts live too. I don't see Hypnotic live. Hypnotic ended. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, we can raid Cinevere. We haven't raided her for a little bit.
I've seen that one, I'll be honest.
There we go. Let me set it up here.
I recommend Natsume's Book of Friends. I've read a good portion of the manga. Not completely, but I had a friend, or rather I should say I had a friend who was really in it, who was really into it, and he's the one who introduced me to it, and he passed away. I've mentioned him before. He was a friend who was like really into Star Wars. And once he passed away, I just couldn't bring myself to read it.
Smash raid all set
It
up.
would make me cry. For like all the
We'll
wrong
leave
reasons.
it there. I already see Sergeant Sapient,
Smash raid?
first one in over there.
Hail to the
Or Scrap
Raiders.
Gamer
Thank
saying
you so
incoming.
much, Smash. Aw, thank you,
Raid
Sam. I appreciate it.
incoming.
I'm as dark as it is to say. I'm
Like her
glad he
stream,
never got
guys.
to
Like
see
the
how
stream
they
on the way out
ran
if you haven't.
Star Wars.
Much love to you all.
Oh yeah, thank you so much, Smash, for the raid. I appreciate
Oh, she's got
it,
amazing
honey.
jiggle physics.
I hope you had a good stream. Hey, thank you, Sergeant. Sunny, I
There you go, Sergeant Sapient. Shout out to Sergeant Sapient for the legendary
I was
support tonight too.
miserable for like a week.
Amazing mod. Appreciate you, bro. B-Man, appreciate you. Weecho,
But
you
I
rock.
am so happy to be
Thank you to
back
all
and
the
hail
mods.
to all the raiders.
Thank you, everyone.
love Guy
And yeah,
highly
same time,
recommend,
same place
well-written,
tomorrow night.
really
Much love
twist,
to you
very
all. I
bloody.
will leave it there. As
I'm okay with
always,
bloody. I
thank you
would
so
watch the
much,
shit out of it.
Alucard,
Now, are you
Wandering
saying you recommend
Slacker,
the manga
Mr.
or the
Knox,
anime?
Shadow
Hail to you,
Walker,
Subhuman.
all you guys, incredible support. Nev G, appreciate you guys so much.
And hail
Seriously.
to the Raiders. Hell
Nerdy
yeah.
Mechanic, can't forget Nerdy Mechanic. Thank you guys so much again.
Hey,
Much love to you all.
It's been a while.
I'm sorry
Hope
if
you're
I
doing
missed
well.
anyone. You guys are amazing. I'm going to bed. I'm so tired. Much love. Peace out.
Oh, Freedom.
And stay smashing.
The Call of Duty.
Smashing.
Oh, goodness.
We.
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 We.